Yeah.
Yeah. Monday night, OG crew. What's up, guys?
Ya cunts.
Man, I'm so ready. SEMM right around the corner. I need to buy my freaking plane tickets ASAP.
Yeah, I'm trying not to think about it. It's so sad.
I am gonna.
I think I am going to come out in October though, like I did the first time back in 2014, and just do whatever, and whoever wants to hook up with me and ride with me or whatever, we can do that. October is going to be a lot better for me than August. I knew all along since the beginning of this year that August was going to be bad for me, but I just didn't know how bad. So you guys have fun, drink plenty for me, which I'm sure you will.
Sam, you ain't trying to fucking have people lose their teeth with moonshine again?
Yeah. What was that? That was 15. That was in 2015. Yeah, I still feel bad.
So strong the tooth fell out.
I just now realized saying that I haven't heard from Oydirk in a while.
I haven't heard from him either. I've heard from yeah. They've been staying busy doing other things, man. I don't know. I think
he's a very low key and busy guy. I could tell when we had dinner with him.
He's low key and really smart and successful dude and
extremely smart.
Yeah. He's smart, way smarter than me. He figured out to stop moto vlogging a long time ago when his channel didn't do anything.
He's got a bunch of sweet bikes though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Doing something right.
He's a good dude. Yeah. I still feel bad about that. I was like, because I instigated it. He was, because he's kind of quiet and he was kind of keeping to himself. He was sitting by himself over by the pool, and I was like, man, it ain't cool that Oydirk's sitting by himself. I was like, Oydirk, come over here and hang out with us. Drink some of this moonshine. Have some. And he took some, and he was like, oh yeah. And then we were all drinking it, and then next day his teeth fell out.
Okay.
I was like, damn it. I can't do anything right.
God, that moonshine was some fire.
It was fire, man.
I just let it touch my lips, and I was like, nope.
Yeah, it was
too much. To touch the lips.
It was about 7,000 lips. And you know what the thing that gets me is that wasn't even mine. That was what Gabe brought.
Oh,
that's right.
That was Gabe's. Mine was gone, and Gabe busted that out, and that stuff was like freaking jet fuel. It was way stronger than anything I've had moonshine wise. Probably stronger than any moonshine I had had to that point in my life. Oh my God, that was some heavy ass moonshine.
Gabe wasn't there last year, was he?
No, he wasn't. He was working. He was on the road, man. He's kind of like me. He does what I do, except he doesn't do it on the stage. He does it behind the stage and above the stage. He's a rigger.
Rigging?
Rigging. He was out rigging.
Rig that shit.
Yeah. So. All Will said, Tim's the type of dude who would cook a Slim Jim on the grill. I don't know what that means, but it's funny. Man, so next year at SCMM we'll have a Slim Jim barbecue.
God, could you imagine? They're so greasy anyways, they probably just light on fucking fire. Just be this flaming fucking meat rod.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it.
Meat rod.
Meat rod. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do. I made my mind up. I'm gonna do October. I'm just gonna me and my truck and pull my bike out there and find a place to stay and just spend about a week out there, depending on what happens for me job wise, of course. But that's the plan.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Freaking speaking of trailers,
ride with out here.
Oh yeah. I'll always be able to find somebody to ride with. If I stay between LA and San Diego, between Boris and Ghost Ninja and all the San Diego guys and you guys out there in the Inland Empire and Sub D and Red One and everybody, man, there was no shortage of people to ride with.
California got all them vloggers.
Inland Empire.
Yeah. Yes. The Inland Empire.
The good old IE.
Pride of California, the Inland Empire. We need to do like some kind of an old 50s documentary on Southern California about the Inland Empire with the happy music and all the film grain and everything and an overly enunciated voiceover.
I've actually, so that going in the arsenal, that's actually been something that crossed my mind. And it was something I've been wanting to do, but obviously it's always so fucking hot and never have the care to walk around and get a bunch of dope shots of the city. But I actually wanted to go with a dope, like fucking old timey voiceover over it even.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of old.
That
shit
would be
in the
cool.
city.
Now that they got the live stuff, doing it live. Now that they got the live stuff.
Oh yeah. Man, everything's out of sync. What's going on here with this live stream?
Sorry, I think that was me trying to post
Yeah, you were kind of Megatron, and Neil's out of sync. Everything's a little weird.
I don't understand why the fuck my shit's doing that.
I don't know. Bandwidth, probably. Go ahead and crank that bandwidth back since you're just...
I'm Ryzen FiOS, fiber optic. It's faster than probably half the shit out there. But I guess not right now. They did get bought out, though, by that fucking... some other Frontier shit, so they probably dicked it down.
Yeah, and I want the fiber optics. Be some blaze. Comcast slacking. Ain't got no shit.
I'm on Wi-Fi through walls about fucking shit, 30, 40 feet from the router, and I was still getting 85 up, 85 down.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Dude, 85 up? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing about the fiber optic. You get your uploads just as high as your download half the time.
Oh,
sometimes even more.
I've got like 115 down and only like 27 up, which 27 up is nothing to sneeze at. But dang, I can't imagine having it 4 times faster than it is now. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I only noticed it like upload, like my videos are like 3 to 4 gigabytes a piece, and they upload in 15, 20 minutes.
Dang. That's how big my vids are, and then it's like, oh, I'll fucking leave it on for like an hour because my upload sucks. My download.
Oh no, I use the internet even while I'm uploading. Just fucking dick around, and it's all fine. I still watch 1080p videos and shit. And mind you, I'm like Wi-Fi through like fucking walls in the house and shit. So that's that. I can only imagine how dope that would be straight connected from the router. Holy shit.
Yeah, I only have one hardwired into the router, is the one I'm on right now. All the other computers in the house and all the televisions in the house are all Wi-Fi, plus phones and tablets and all that crap. And I never have any problem with it. I've got a dual band, dual antenna, super Wi-Fi or whatever you want to call it.
I got one of them. I picked up one of them Azus routers last year, and that thing's been the John Blaze. I had some shitty D-Link one. I had to fucking retire it because it was a piece.
I'm getting these speeds with the stock router from like 5 years ago.
Oh, dang.
So if I had that one, it probably would be even better.
Mine started getting all wonk, but man, that Azus one, you can hook up like two, it's got 8 hardline ports on the back, and you can link 2 of them together to make a 2 gigabit if your network can handle it. Yeah, it's a fucking blaze. Dude. I don't have no use for that. The 1 gigabit's good enough just for the in-home networking shit.
I use power lines, so I put a power line on the other end of the house, and then basically I Wi-Fi off that. And power lines are like fucking God's magic. It's fucking the most awesome thing ever. And like fuck Wi-Fi extenders, that kills your shit. But this, I literally was doubting it, and no shit. Do you guys know what power lines are?
No.
Is it like a big powered antenna?
Okay. For those of you that don't know what this is, I might change your life right now, because this changed my life when I had it. I was going through all these fucking Wi-Fi adapters, blah, 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 blah. What this is say you have a router, say in the front of your house, and you want to like beat your dick in the basement, and you have all cement walls and no windows, nothing, and you're fucking shitty signal. You literally, it's this one fucking box. The first one you plug in next to your router and you hardline it to your router. That one's your first one. That's your first box. The second one, you literally plug anywhere that's on your fucking power grid that's to your I'm brain farting. Was it your fucking circuit breaker? Anything that's on your main circuit breaker and that wiring, you could literally use any fucking outlet in your home. For instance, where I used it, I put it literally in the other side of the house. it literally uses the fucking the wiring in your home, and it basically clones your fucking router, and say you hardline to that, it's equivalent to being hardline to your router at the other end of your house using the wiring in your home. And they cost like $50 to $80 for a good one.
Man.
And a lot of them have like Wi-Fi on them. So essentially, instead of using Wi-Fi repeaters and shit that like basically cuts your shit in fucking half, you're getting your stock fucking Wi-Fi speeds right off the gate. And that's why like I'm all the way disconnected from the house and shit, and I'm still getting those speeds just from that. And there, man, if you guys are one of those people that have to use Wi-Fi adapters and shit and you never used a power line, check that shit out. It'll change your fucking life.
Bird said it won't work through ground fault interrupters, though, is the only bad thing.
I have no idea what that is, but if you're just a normal dude in a fucking normal house, you should be good.
That's the plugs with the little push things for when you start fucking blowing shit up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they have to have them in the bathroom, I think is the law now.
Oh, those. Yeah. I mean,
it's got the little breaker
I don't
in
know
it.
if you're going to have those throughout your entire house, but I mean,
Dude, my house has ancient wiring. I still got the fucking screw fuses.
Oh yeah, dude. My
blow
house
all
was
the time.
my house was built in 1963. It is walking back into the past.
our house is from the 40s and we're using it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I need to upgrade to a breaker box like fucking yesterday.
Yeah.
And rewire everything.
If you guys have like a modern house, that shit's gonna probably work even better than what I mean, I don't even have an issue, so I can only imagine it's gonna work better if you have a modern house. Anything that's fucking newer than the 40s. That's why a lot of these houses in San Bernardino
what happened to Billy?
Different. There's a lot of them are just built kind of, I guess, custom or some shit. They're not track homes out here, except for like North End.
I don't know. He had to step away.
Oh yeah, huh? You dipped out.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, everybody's saying my house is built in 1984. That's real funny. Old memes never die. They just
Dang, 1984.
So you guys haven't gotten, do you guys have your rooms and everything, Neil? I mean, you said you didn't have your plane tickets yet.
Yeah, I'm stupid. I like wait till the last minute and it's gonna be like $1 million.
Ain't gonna be no rooms at the Desert Lodge. That's
no, I got a room like fucking ages ago.
Oh, okay.
So I just gotta get the tickets. Which I'll probably end up doing this week. I'm kind of debating if I want to try and if I want to go use Subdee's bike or if I want to fly into LA, which will be substantially cheaper and just fucking ride in cars.
Substantially cheaper because you're not far from him.
That's true.
Like, dude, it would if it's that much cheaper, you can literally fly to LA, and if it's worst case scenario, fucking Uber there to catch you.
Yeah, is it? It must be expensive to fly directly into Palm Springs International, I guess. Is that
the smaller the airport, like the more expensive it is?
Yeah, I guess so. Because Eagle Rider will bring you your motorcycles right to the airport if you're near them. So, or at least that's what
remember. San Bernardino is only like 60 miles from LA. It's nothing, and it's a straight shot down the freeway. Yeah. And Palm Springs is 50 miles from here, so you're talking 110 miles probably straight to Palm Springs from LA, and that's if you're going straight to Palm Springs and that's your main hotel. If you're someone that's like coming here and even just getting a hotel there or whatever overnight, it's not that bad of a ride at all. Yeah. And you're in a new, if I was going somewhere, I wouldn't care to fucking do a 100-mile ride because it's a whole new area, something for you to experience. That's kind of why I want to go travel out where you guys are at. And I wish I did more traveling in Texas.
Man, you got to next year. Fucking come out, man. We had so much fun when Red was here, just going around, fucking taking her all the cool places downtown and shit. Come out next year, man. We got bikes you can ride and save up some dollars. I think she said it was only like 200 something for a round trip from there to here. Like it was cheap. Not nearly as much for me to go there. when I go out there, it's like fucking $600 some a ticket. Ridiculous.
Wait, it's more for you to come out here and go back than for me to go out there and come back?
Yeah, like a round trip from LA to Grand Rapids is like $260 or something like that.
What sense does that make? How do they calculate that?
It's stupid. I don't know.
You know what? You know what's equal to that? My dad growing up, my dad's from Oregon, and and fucking him and my mom would like have little fucking things and break up, and he'd go to Oregon for a little bit and have to move and come back a little later. And I was with every one of those, and he always would say that if taking a U-Haul to I forget which way it was, but I believe it was leaving California. If you leave California with a U-Haul, it's like something like stupidly expensive, but if you come into California with a U-Haul, it's literally like 70% cheaper. And it's that same principle like that. And every time through all the years, like it always was like that, and U-Haul was like that, and all the other moving truck companies. So it must be something like they must know how California is such. It must be like, because this must be considered a touristy place, so they're like, oh, let's fuck these people up more because there's more people traveling here, so we can get more money out of them. I wonder if that's the role in it.
That might be. I don't know. It's airports are stupid. Like when I was in Green Bay a couple weeks ago, and I got to fly out at a day early, so to change my flight and leave one day early was like $460 fucking bucks. But if the other place, like a couple other weeks ago, I was in New York or something, and to change the flight there and left a day early, it was like 150. And they're like, oh, it's just so much more because it's just Green Bay is like the tiniest fucking airport you ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they just fucking rape you. It's stupid.
I can't believe Green Bay has all the stuff it has. It has that big. Well, it has that. It has an international airport. They've got the what is it? The Packers.
Yeah.
And it's like 100 and something thousand people. The whole city.
Yeah, it was dead as fuck there. It was kind of nice because the traffic wasn't bazonkers. I hate it when it's all crazy and I'm just like, in a fucking rental car. But it was like super chill there, so I didn't mind it. But yeah, the George W. Bush International or whatever, it's like the smallest fucking airport ever.
Wow.
Like they didn't even have like the rental cars were just like out in a lot and they just like give you a key and they're like, all right, go find it, instead of having like all this security stuff to get through and like the gates and things and people out there inspecting your car and shit. They're just like, go take one. Like, stupid.
Some places are like that.
A Wisco kid? I thought I did. I don't know. I usually don't like to post when I'm traveling because I don't know.
Probably not thinking about it as much, huh?
Yeah, well then too, because then like Bane and Kai or Home Alone, I'm like, I'd rather not let the world know.
Yeah, it's the same way. If I never, anytime my wife and I are both out of town at the same time together and there's nobody at the house, we don't have a house sitter or anything, I don't post anything about it on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or anything, you know?
Yeah.
And especially, and I don't even really do it that much, you know, when my wife is here by herself, which that's not terribly often, but when I was on the road all the time, you know, more often than I am now, you know, I never said anything about it. Yeah.
Man, going camping this weekend though, that's gonna be the shit. Me and fucking Dad sit there and rebuilt this trailer we bought. We rebuilt the axles this weekend, or past weekend, and we like redid the wiring and everything, and I got like new lights and fucking making sure it's all straight to go.
Is it all LED?
No, it's not that fancy. Not that fancy. But like I fucking got it all wired up. I'm like, oh dude, fucking nailed it. Plug it into like Kai's truck and it's got like the 4-pin like trailer thing and it doesn't work. I'm like, what the fuck? Crawl under her truck, like all the wires are just cut off the fucking 4-pin. So it's got like the 7-pin, the big round one, you know. So I'm like, oh, just buy an adapter and fucking use that, plug it in. Fucking one of the lights just stays on the whole time and doesn't even blink and anything. I'm like, God damn it. I fucking know I wired this shit right. So like forever, like the whole day, a million trips to AutoZone and everything. And I'm like, finally, it's goddamn Kai's truck. And fucking trying to like, I like took my old Z125 light and I'm like trying all the connectors on the thing and everything. I'm like, God damn, this whole thing's wired wrong. I'm like, desperation. I'm like, I'm going to check all the fuses and everything. It was one of the fucking blinker relay. One of the blinker relays for the fucking rear left turn signal was bad. I'm like, God damn it. All this fucking whole day wasted trying to figure this stupid shit out.
Damn it.
Relay.
I know, right? Who knows? Apparently they're separate blinker relays just for the trailer side, separate from the car blinkers, because the car blinkers, their truck blinkers work fine, but the trailer one, like the left side, was bad, so it just stayed on permanently.
Yeah,
fucking stupid. But now it's all good to go.
Well, we got a new band trailer late last year, and man, it's all LED. Everything. Oh, dude, it's so nice. Everything lights up so brightly. You can see loading. In fact, I got a short video on Instagram of us loading out, striking the stage from an outdoor show, putting everything in that thing, and it's just lit up like the 4th of July. It doesn't pull any amperage. That stuff is so awesome.
That is, yeah. The LEDs are somewhat nicer. I should have bought some, but I just got the jank kit at whatever it was at AutoZone. I mean, it's good enough, but shit, fucking $300 or $200 3-bike trailer with, and then I probably put about another $100 into it, so $300 for a trailer that'll hold 3 fucking bikes. I'm like, fucking.
Oh yeah, we spent. Yeah, I was gonna say that's the way to go, and we spent $1,800.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Trailer, yeah,
that's a substantial trailer.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it'll be sweet. Then I can take the minis around at least, because then we'll be able to haul five of them on fucking Kai's truck. But it'll be fun.
Trailer. Everybody needs a trailer. If you don't have something like a big van that you can haul bikes and all your stuff around in, and having a trailer is indispensable.
B-Rad van.
Exactly. But that's probably what I'll pull that out to California, take all the gear out of it, and put my bike in it. We got some of those Chinese Harbor Freight wheel chocks like we had in the other trailer, in the black trailer for our bikes. So we can take all the musical gear out, put the bikes in there, and go take a trip somewhere.
Oh, that'll be sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Back Road? Welcome back.
Welcome back, Road.
Hey, boys, sorry about that. Did you see a girl walk through here like off?
I didn't notice. All naked?
So.
No.
No. She was worried about it. She's like, "Are you live in here?" My friend Dave's girlfriend. I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot. Yeah, I am. My bad." So I apologize.
And all of a sudden you heard coming back to the stream.
Oh my god.
Some bitch.
Man. Dude, I still haven't got my fucking Spark drone yet. I'm getting pissed.
Holy shit.
I've been waiting on that bitch. I canceled my Amazon one because they were saying it was going to be like August something.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to get one right now. I'm just going to continue using my Phantom and hauling that big NASA backpack around with it.
And so I think I got an email though today that said it was shipped today, so maybe I'll have it.
The thing about it is, man, my Phantom. I mean, I am going to get the Spark. There ain't no doubt about it. But I'm not even trying to order one right now because you can't get them. But man, they don't have 4K, and I know 4K is not a big deal, but I like the fact that my Phantom has 4K, and especially like because it doesn't have it really doesn't have any operable telephoto to mention. So you can shoot in 4K, and then you can zoom that stuff in 4 times, and you still got 1080 with, I don't know. That's what I like to use the 4K for. I don't ever post 4K videos.
I film in 1440 on the Mavic at all times. That down to 10 takes a lot of the noise out and keeps a lot of the sharpness in. And 4K, but though I'm sure the Phantom's got the bigger sensor, like the newer ones.
Yeah.
But the Mavic 4K is a little too noisy. You'll get a way better image if you have a Mavic. You'll get a way better image out of the
shoot 1440 and then scale it down or whatever.
And there's a little secret I could share from all my fucking hours of research of how to get a good image out of that thing. I guess the Mavic's got a built-in noise reduction thing, and basically if you go in the Mavic settings and you put sharpness +1 in the settings, it disables your automatic thing. And basically, say you're flying over a forest, you'll have like a bunch of trees looking really sharp and a shitload looking really soft. If you just throw up your sharpness +1 in the settings and then do your filming, it literally disables the auto noise reduction meter or whatever the fuck you call it in there.
Yeah,
and it sharpens your entire image is sharp after that. And that's what I've been doing since I've been doing the 1440p. Basically, since I've been doing the drone, probably like 2 drone fucking vids in. I've been using the 1440, and it's literally night and fucking day difference. If you guys have one of those,
that's a good idea. In my most recent video, I shot some video right at sunset and right as the sun was going down, and I was really worried about noise. But it didn't. I got that big sensor, so it really didn't have any. But there were a few areas in the video, the darker areas, where I bet that could have helped.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah, probably. You know, I'm not sure at the Phantom, but on the Mavic, I know for sure.
Yeah, it's got. Yeah, the Phantom has full. Like you can take the camera into fully manual cinema mode. You can do.
Which Phantom do you got? The 3?
I've got the 3. Yeah.
Is it the professional?
It's no, it's the standard. But
standard, okay. And
yeah,
and
the main thing that you get with the as I understand it with the Pro is you get like it'll follow you. You get a lot more stuff as far as flight goes, but the cameras I think are pretty much the same. I think it's the same camera on both of them. Yeah. So you've got you go into that DJI Go app and you can do anything you want with the camera.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
it looks pretty sweet. I mean, I ended up ordering the fly pack or whatever instead of just
that's the best money you could spend right there.
Yeah,
that's what Captain Man bought, and that's what I'm using right now. And he has those 3 batteries, and I shit you not, I fucking every time I've gone out, I use all 3 batteries, and it's so fucking. Say I go out on a flight and I want to go, oh fuck, let me go over there and do a shot. Instead of like using the battery and fucking like inch sticking those last like 10 minutes out of the battery and just fucking throw in a new one. And then if needed down the road, you can inch stick a few more minutes out of all your rest of your batteries. But yeah, dude, that's the best thing you could have, especially for that Spark.
Yeah, it looks good. Like the stuff I saw, like Casey Neistat did, and if you guys see Justin the Apparition got one, and he's got.
Oh yeah, I was watching his. Yeah.
And I mean, it's good enough for me. I'm not as concerned about 4K, and just for like, mainly for me, it's like portability. Like it's so small, and like you just whip.
That's why I'm buying it. I mean, I'll continue to use my Phantom for pro work. You know, for pro video shoots, and it's registered for that. But this one, I'm just going to register it as a personal drone. It's something I can throw in my backpack or throw in my saddlebag.
Do you even have to register those?
Well, if you're going to use it for commercial, you better go ahead and do it. That's why I did it, just to make sure.
The one other thing I like is all the reviews online said that it's way quieter than like the Mavic and shit. Like. It's not nearly as like loud as fuck. Like, oh my god, it's a drone.
The Mavic's not loud at all until it's like about 10, 15 feet from you. Then you start hearing the blades.
You can hear the freaking Phantom from 400 feet, man. It's loud.
I know it's my opinion and all. I know everyone's different, but I strongly would say. If money's not an issue, I still would say a Mavic is more just in a long sense. And if you're someone, I will always say that I feel like the Mavic's just more worth it because the portability of it's like stupidly great. There's nothing really more you're gonna miss out on.
Yeah,
over that, but I don't know. It's just.
I guess if you really wanted the 4K,
it's just a sharper. It's just more of the camera quality in the flying. It's more smooth, and then you can't deny having a 3-axis gimbal over 2-axis is far more better for smooth shots. But then again, that just goes to by how anal you want to be about your shots, and that's I'm extremely about that. But like Neil said, he's the fucking other end of the spectrum where if you literally just want to have a fucking aerial shot on you, and you don't care how sharp it looks or how fucking like how smooth the fucking flight is, it's still gonna look stupidly good. It's just you just got the little extra options with the other one. That's the only other thing. But my end of the spectrum, I just say like if you're someone that's going to use this thing religiously and you want some beautiful shots out of it, just a little more solidness out of it, I would just spend that extra fucking $500. But it's actually $1,000 for that. And how much did you spend for the Fly More? Isn't it like
600? Yeah, 6 something.
So right there. So right there, 600-700. You could spend $300 more and get the Mavic, and you get your fucking controller and all that shit with it, and your battery, and then you could then you could find some batteries cheap on eBay or something. But it's all different on fucking your approach on it.
Yeah, I think I'll be happy with this Spark, and it does have the third gimbal access, but it's digital, so it doesn't actually move. But all the video comparisons I've seen of like real windy days, like it's holding up just as well as the Mavic as far as video stabilized.
Dude, look at the iPhone, man. Isn't the iPhone digital, the new ones?
I think so. Even my Android has fucking digital stabilization.
I only mention that because it's fucking amazing. I can walk with my iPhone and that's digital and it's fucking amazing. And like nowadays, you probably, you know, that shit's more than good enough probably for that.
Yeah, dude, phones are getting ridiculous as far as their quality. Fucking all kinds. My phone, it gets like dank ass fucking low light shots. I'm surprised
mine does
how good
too.
it does too.
Golly. That's what I discovered that when we took that ride down to the Texas Hill Country and we were up on that mountain at sunset. I shot that American flag with the orange sunset glowing behind it. I did that with my phone, man. There's not one grain of noise in it. I couldn't believe
Nowadays
it.
with these fucking phones, man, like the iPhone 7 was that pinnacle, the 7 Plus. That was that pinnacle phone for me where I was like, all right, I can confidently use this phone and make videos. And I did the most recent video I used with it was where I went to that steakhouse with Sub D. All that was filmed on my fucking iPhone, and that shit was immaculate fucking footage like I would have got. And what's funny, I'm sitting there with my phone looking discreet, and Sub D's got a literal point and shoot fucking looking all awkward, and there's a family in front of us. It was so funny. They kept looking at him. and it's, you know, nowadays, dude, you can just get away with so much for so little with cameras. It seems like, man, you're getting some good images now.
Yeah, I have a feeling the next Google phone's gonna have something fucking spicy as far as camera goes, because their last Pixel one was like the highest rated sensor rating on DxO Mark for a while. Now it's like
I want to see that
HTC or something. But the new, I saw some leaked images of the new Google phone, dude. It's got like a fucking honking lens on the back of that bitch. Like, I think it's gonna be something spicy.
Someone needs to shit on Apple, because I'm not even an Apple fan. When it comes to computers, I'll fucking fuck Apple, but their phones, this simplicity always works, easy to navigate, fucking bada bing, bada boom. I've gone my Android route, but I don't know, iPhone, the cameras are always great, UI is awesome, but some of that customizability with like moving fucking videos and photos to and from things, and with an SD card, I do miss that.
Yeah, although it's kind of lame because the Google branded phones don't have SD card things now. What? They want you to use the cloud. So if you get like the off-brand, like, or not off-brand, but other manufacturers like HTC, they still make them with SIM card slots, but Google doesn't anymore, which kind of sucks. But oh well, I still like it because it's like the OS is now fucked up with all that bloatware bullshit that you can't fucking remove, or they always change the OS and make it all weird, and you never get fucking updates. Yeah.
So we're literally gonna fucking dick you out of your SD card for something that you need network to, and to fucking have to trust on a fucking server.
I don't mind because I guess I don't need it. Like I'm not even close to filling up this one. I think it's like 32 or 64 gigs, and I have like a bajillion pictures on here, and like all I really use it for is taking pictures and like some video, or I'm not like loading all my music on it or like trying to fucking do all kinds of shit like that.
Fucking Urban Joker.
Do you just shit money, man?
Every year, yeah, or every week. Fucking
you just gave me more than I make on YouTube in like 2 months.
Joker's a fucking alchemist.
You're the one-man Patreon up in here. I appreciate it. Thank you.
He's a fucking alchemist, man. He's turning fucking paper and shit rags to gold every day.
Just going nuts.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
He asked me to do some work for him too. I fucking gladly did it. It's a nice guy.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, but I think it was totally anal. Hey, Defobra.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Totally anal. What's up, Defobra? Sneaking in.
Did I miss that whole? I missed the whole Spark thing, you guys.
I saw you say you were getting a Spark too, huh?
Dude, I want one. You know what? I keep going back and forth between the Spark and the Mavic because I got two buddies who just picked up Mavics and they're trying to talk me out of the Spark.
Right there. If you already have that, if you're already thinking that way, get the Mavic, and I promise you'll be happy you did.
I know I won't. I know I'll be happy, but it's like, you know, the price of admission of a Spark is so cheap, $500 and you're in. If that drone was $399, I would have bought it by now. But yeah, $499. Yeah. Now I'm thinking, you know, now you got to spend $300 on a controller because the range isn't that great. But dude, the Spark
if you're just using your cell phone, then the range.
You need the controller.
You need the controller.
Of course. But now you're at what, $799, I think, or $699?
$699, I think.
Dude, that's still a steal. I mean, I don't need 4K. I heard Tim talking about 4K and you can zoom in to 1080 or something. I'd be okay with 1080.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I don't know, and I could wait for the next version of the Spark, which I guarantee will be 4K.
Oh yeah,
but I'm just whatever. Next year,
dude,
sell the Spark and get another one or whatever.
Derek, what do you have? You have a Phantom 3?
No, I don't have it. Captain Man's been letting me borrow his Mavic. He said it's been collecting dust, so I've been borrowing it from him the past like month or so now. And I've taken that into the beach, the mountains, and like just him letting me borrow it sold me on it, and I'm gonna fucking that's what I'm getting. And I had so many doubts, dude, about that thing, more than probably the average person, and I'm sold just from literally pure use of it. And I've probably flown 10 hours on the fucker now just in the past month. I will go out on a ride, not even motovlogging, go to different places just to fly the fucker and record. I have a backlog of fucking sick ass drone shots all over California or Southern California.
You must be the luckiest son of a bitch on the planet to have a friend who has a Mavic Pro collecting dust.
Yeah.
Who the hell has friends that that's like the guy's got,
he's the same friend that's been fucking letting Arson have that Grom all these months and you beat this shit up and make videos with that. It's the same dude with that.
So check this out. How do I meet this guy? I want to be his new best friend. Son of a bitch will be like, yo, I got this Ferrari. It's just sitting around doing nothing. I'll take that off your hands.
Well, I don't look at him like that.
Yeah.
He's a fucking genuinely amazing dude. But he's a fucking... But he's been letting me borrow that. And he crashed this thing into a wall already and everything and busted propellers. I just threw some new ones on there and fucking everything. And man, this thing, it's got so much shit that I don't know. I just feel like you'd be more happy to spend that extra few $100s down the road because this is something you'll literally use religiously all the fucking dude where you're at, man, you'll shit on my California shots where you're at. So man, I would totally just get the Mavic.
My buddy was using it for the second time. We were at a beach somewhere and he turned it on and and he had it in, I guess, beginner mode. Is that what it is? It does
where it only flies like 5 miles an hour or some shit.
No. It was like, I don't know,
like with ABS on and stuff.
It did some crazy stuff. Like it was so far out. And he just hit a button, return to where it came from, and it just came all the way back. It's freaking
dude.
crazy.
When I was in Newport Beach, I flew it like 2 miles out, even behind all the houses. I completely lost signal. The screen went black. Complete lost signal. The drone flies itself in the air, was flying back to me, and the signal slowly came on. It popped back on, and then it said, "Do you want to manually control your drone again?" I pressed yes, and all of a sudden I was flying it again, and I had complete lost signal.
What?
Yeah, it'll do that.
That's
why you gotta make sure you get GPS lock on it so that it knows where its home point is.
Oh, you can't fly it without GPS lock unless you're stupid. And you do it in flight vision because it literally won't even take off without at least I think 6 or 10 satellites looking at it. You literally have to be a fucking dumbass to crash this thing.
Dang.
Challenge accepted.
Dang.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, how hard is it? How hard is it to fly?
Well, if you really want, you just put it in sport mode, and that disables all obstacle avoidance. Then you can just fucking fly it into a wall.
That's a negative.
I've never used sport mode because it already flies 20 miles an hour with obstacle avoidance all activated. So you're never gonna go over 20 miles an hour unless you're wanting to chase a fucking bike or something in the corners or some shit.
Like I look at Tim's videos and the way he really integrates drone footage, it's so valuable. And so I look at my own stuff and I'm like, I want to make sure I'm going to be able to take full advantage of it, and make sure that the drone footage becomes something good. But then again, I look at, like Tim, you have a big Phantom, right? Yeah. So I mean, you look like a Ghostbuster with that thing on the back of your
Oh, yeah.
Your backpack,
you're around the NASA backpack. Yeah.
See, that's why
the Haunted Baker Hotel episode is one. It's the only one where I've allowed that big ass stupid backpack to be seen, but it looks like a NASA jetpack. Yeah.
Oh my God. So, I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Maybe, plus around here, it sucks because you can't fly it. I can't legally, I can't fly that thing anywhere around my house. Anywhere.
Is it because you have a bunch of airports and police stations and helicopters?
Because of New York is the reason.
Yeah, man. I mean, you can't go near the city. I don't know.
Now,
That ruined it for you.
Now, are you saying technically because you can't fly it over groups of people and shit?
No. I mean, like I don't know. What am I? I'm like 8 miles from JFK Airport as the crow flies, maybe less. So I mean,
5 miles or
Really?
5 miles more out, you're good.
Dude,
Well,
next time I go to New York, I'm flying to JFK.
I have
Dude,
had
you
mine
open-
tell me, in a few cases, restricted area.
Yep.
And it puts on your phone on the app. It puts a big red exclusion zone around. Like I was flying, I did at the very beginning of this year. I did this episode where I went out to an old abandoned airfield, and then and then I went to this other place that was right next to a prison where the Air Force base had been, and I didn't realize how close I was getting to that area, and it said something like distance limit, maximum distance, exclusive area or area restricted or something like that.
Yeah, it'll say Class C airspace or Class D or whatever too.
Did it like stop you from flying then?
Yeah, I wouldn't go into it.
On the Mavic. On the Mavic, it fucking makes a checkbox comes down and says it makes you click it and check it and say I have permission to fly here, and I always just click yes.
Yeah, you're like, yep.
Everything's been. I mean, I'm not flying. I'm not flying over airports and military bases, but I mean, it'll say that randomly in like little areas that are not really restricted airspaces. It just says like, okay, did you fucking get permission to fly here? And do you know how many fucking notifications probably people all over the world have that and they click yes, like they're actually going to be able to track every one of them?
It's basically making you say, I have filed a flight plan in this airspace. Yeah. And which you haven't.
The most nervous I was flying it was Newport Beach, and I did it from our beach house and flew it all the way out to the ocean. Was totally fine, and no one was really paying attention to it. And I was kind of low, so I even walked out to the fucking the actual sand, took it off from there. No, the lifeguards didn't say nothing. The fucking patrol guys on the beach didn't say nothing. So and also now in that one, I actually looked on the FAA website in Newport Beach. They actually have a strong restriction that you have to stay under 200 feet. That like mandatory because there's airports around there, and I didn't even get any much warnings on the Mavic on that.
Yeah, anytime I'm in Class C or Class D, B, C, or D airspace, I don't know that I've ever had it in Class B airspace, but lots of Class C and D airspace out here, and I always make sure when I'm in Charlie or Delta airspace, I stay under 100 feet, and I'm always.
And if you've flown 100 feet, like that's really high on the drone. If you're really needing to go over 150 feet, even like you're getting really up there for the shots.
Yeah.
And, you're gonna want to have to go over 100 feet. That 150 feet, that's really fucking high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I overtowered the San Bernardino skyscrapers, like way over it, flew over them, and I wasn't even 120 feet, I think, there. So that gives you some. What's up?
Sorry. I just said I know this much, man. If the battery runs out or you fuck up, 100 feet isn't very high.
Yeah.
Wait, battery?
It'll land itself when it starts getting low, right?
Yeah. If you're mentioning battery, the controller, it'll literally say you only have enough battery power to get home, and it forces itself and flies home to your GPS location where you took off.
Well, that's fucking fancy.
Mine says warning low battery, and if you don't land, it'll come home. It'll try to come home, but if it doesn't have enough power to come home, it just goes into auto landing mode.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, give me a break. If the battery goes dead, it's gonna fall. It might, even though it's come home with the battery. If it fucking dies on the way home, what happens?
Check this out too. There's this guy that I watched on YouTube on the mini Mavic videos I watched. He flew his shit. He went on top of this mountain somewhere in some other country, like in fucking Spain or some shit. And he's some rich guy, and he has a vacation home on a beach 8 miles away, right? He actually flew this thing. You can turn off all the battery warnings. You can say, no, I don't want to fly to home. And he landed this thing it's on YouTube. You can look it up. He landed a Mavic 8 miles away from the top of a mountain, and he landed it on his vacation home on the top on his deck. And he had to use his camera zoom all the way in full digital zoom, and like you could barely make anything out. And he showed where he landed, where his house was. It was one of the coolest Mavic videos I've ever saw.
Dang,
and that was 8
awesome.
fucking miles, dude.
That's amazing.
Balls,
That's like double the fucking what the book tells you can do.
What kind of transmitters do those things use, and how far can you actually get video signal back before you lose the video signal?
personally took it over almost 3 miles out, and I still had like 2 or 3 bars. Video signal was clear as fuck, no lag whatsoever. And I just didn't want to chance taking it all the way up. And that was my personal experience. So you're in the perfect area with no power lines, a fucking like a mountaintop like that guy, just clear line of sight. You're gonna go forever, man.
Okay, so most quadcopters use between 2.4 and 5.8 gigahertz.
Wow, and they go that far off that?
Mm-hmm. Apparently. Well, yeah, you got to think about it, especially if you're up in the 5 gigahertz range. You need a very, very weak carrier to go a long, long way. Because the wavelengths are so short. Yeah, those wavelengths will go through anything. You're approaching microwaves at that point.
All them waves.
Oh, dude, you can cook chicken up there, right?
You look at like what's been going on with drones in the past even year. Like DJI it just beat the shit out of GoPro. They're pretty much dead in the water. But what do you guys think is next? Like now that the Spark is out, and that's like crazy. Like you talk, what could they do next besides make a 4K Spark?
Just better.
GoPro's dead.
Just better technologies and stuff. I mean, the GoPro is kind of cool because it's like an all-in-one kind of thing, but it just doesn't seem as, I don't know. It doesn't seem as have all.
I think the next GoPro they're going to go back to the roots.
I hope so.
They're going to go back to that 4 route. Now, I think everybody agrees that the 4 Black's that perfect pinnacle of GoPro. I mean, at least motovlogging wise.
Yeah, GoPro's getting their ass kicked on everything right now, man. The 5 was so horrible that they're already getting ready to bring the 6 out to try to save themselves. I looked at their financial reports from the last quarter, and they have not been profitable in like 6 or 9 months. They've been losing money.
Well, that's because they came out with a 5 and it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Get your ass in here, Suburban.
Yeah, what's up, Delinka? I see you slipping in there. Side chat.
Yeah, he comes in here with the first fucking comment, Spark with folding arms. Come up in here, dude. Go ahead and tell us who that big boy is.
Go ahead, jump in here. We give him a message.
You got the
He's got the
you got the link on go into Super Faggot Force.
Is he even in there anymore? He's not in.
Yes, he is. He's in it under his real name though.
He's just a lurker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, he posts every once in a while.
He'll answer you every once in a while in there, but hey, man, he doesn't want to come. He doesn't want to come. He knows where to go. He knows where to go.
Man, you guys amped up to see that fucking Mayweather versus McGregor, or what?
Yes. I just hope it's not a disappointment.
Oh, it's gonna be a disappointment. It's gonna be. I want McGregor to win, but I know he's not going to.
You don't think he's gonna pull it off?
There's no way.
Is Mayweather
no.
closer to his weight than that last fiasco he was in?
I think they're about the same.
That big dumb dude who kicked his ass. What was that guy's name?
Oh, Sugar.
Diaz.
Nate Diaz. Yeah, that guy's dumber than a sack full of fucking hammers.
Yeah, that dude is one slow.
Oh my god,
cookie.
that's great.
Wonkier than a bag of dicks.
I think it'll be. It's like an entertaining. Like everybody's like, it's just gonna be like a fucking circus spectacle, which I think it will be. But
hey, don't talk shit about circus.
I'm pretty sure there's no way that he's gonna pull it off. Just because I mean, look at all the world class boxers that have fought Mayweather and he has like no boxing background pretty much. And like, if it was like a real like fight where he could use his feet and everything that he's really good with, I think he'd freaking dominate. Obviously, like 1,000,000 to 1.
Mayweather's. That guy spelled it out perfect. All-wheel drive.
Yeah.
No Mayweather's.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I think McGregor's best days are behind him, man. I don't know. We'll see. He could pull
As
the
somebody that's not a fan of either of them, I want to see McGregor win just for the sheer fact of like how the public would react and the entertainment from like people's reactions.
Yeah,
more than
everybody's going nuts with McGregor though. Like if you saw any of those press conference clips, man, he was just shitting all over Mayweather, and Mayweather had like no comeback to any of that shit.
I really think, and I'm just gonna predict it from my non-fucking educational fucking opinion, that McGregor is gonna fight fucking awesome. The fight's gonna be awesome, and it's gonna be one of those things like that fucking Pacquiao one where like all these little technicalities, and I bet are gonna make Mayweather win because he knows the game that well.
Yeah, he knows all the rules
Yeah,
of boxing.
he knows every little thing.
20 years undefeated. Like he knows all the technical shit, and you know Connor's just gonna go in there going fucking ham and just get like a million.
And Connor's just going in there to beat ass. That's all he really gives a fuck about. He don't give a fuck about rules or technical. He really just wants to beat the shit out of this guy. Whereas Mayweather's gonna just go be technical and do this like the right way and probably get all the points and shit.
Yeah, even though like Mayweather's like 40 and fucking McGregor's like 28 or something, like huge age difference. Mayweather hasn't fought in 2 years. Like all that kind of plays into it, but still, like everybody said, he's still got the skills, and it just sucks when they're Mayweather because he always fucking runs like he's all about that defense game. He's always just fucking running from everything, and then
it's definitely the least entertaining. I can say that much.
I know that one when he fought De La Hoya, that was pretty good because De La Hoya was just going fucking nuts, and Mayweather's just fucking, playing block on everything. I don't know how he didn't win that one.
Dude, that's playing Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali always said that. Rope-a-dope, right? You fucking chill out, let them wear themselves out. Yeah, they told her that because he'd lay back on the ropes and let these motherfuckers punch, and he'd just bob and weave. When they were tired, he'd knock their fucking ass to the dirt.
You know what? I haven't watched a lot of Mayweather fights literally at all because I don't watch the shit. But there was a live stream, some guy live streaming all of Mayweather's fights, saying, the live stream was called something along the lines of like, "Can Mayweather handle this?" Or McGregor handle this? And I watched a few of them, and every one of these fights, these were from like early 2000s and shit. Every one of these fights for the first 5 rounds, he's letting exactly what you said. He's letting them he's bob and weave them, letting them get all tired, and then them last few rounds, he goes ham on them and releases the last of that energy. That you're exactly you're right. Yeah,
he's probably watching a movie in his head. Yeah, just like, oh yeah, Titanic's awesome, and then he's just
either way they're both going to get $1 gajillion and huge.
Well, that's they are both already won the fight anyway. They got
there's no losers at this point.
Connor said if he makes it halfway through,
quadruple.
Yeah, quadruple. Could you imagine?
Now what?
And Mayweather ain't gonna knock him out, so they're easily gonna. They'll probably go all rounds and nobody's gonna get knocked out. That's my prediction.
Now what crosses my mind is like when someone's making that much money. Okay, McGregor in his own fucking words says there's nothing more motivational than. I don't know the exact quote, but he mentioned about his kid. There's nothing more motivational than doing this for his son, basically. He's basically implying that putting fucking money or food on the table for him through this shit. Now, having this much money involved, where he's talking about quadrupling his net worth, it's so much money on the line where it's so hard not to think like something set up on the sideline so intricately, like you do this on this round, you do this, you do this, you go down on this. There's so much money on the line that it's so like if someone said, "Here, we'll give you fucking $50 million, you just gotta take a few hits this round and let him take you down that round. You get 50 million." How hard would it not be for someone to fucking do that behind the scenes?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Make it 6. Is it 6 rounds or is it boxing's 12 rounds, right?
Something like that.
And they're only 3 minutes a piece compared to like UFC, which is 5 minutes when we're going fucking all out.
I just hope Connor seems like a very honorful guy. You see Mayweather walking around with that flag on his shoulder, and he gets up. He's like he's ready to throw down if he disrespects that flag. He's got some honor behind him. So I'm gonna hope this will be one of those legit fucking fights. I will hope. We'll see in the end round.
I'm pretty amped up to see that. It's gonna be fun. It's the same day as the murder of the mitten thing. I'm like, shit, where are we going to watch the fight after we ride?
What about you, Dofobra? How much into boxing and shit are you all in? Like, what's your opinion on all this?
You know what? I've never been a huge boxing fan, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah,
I'll watch UFC just for the entertainment, but to be quite honest with you, I guess I used to be heavy into like wrestling, WWE or whatever they call it now. So like this whole thing, this big bullshit at the beginning, they had 3 press releases, whatever. They're hysterical. They're so entertaining. I almost feel like the fight itself is going to be a letdown because this is so interesting. I love it so well. The shit talking is hysterical, dude, and it's great. That's the entertainment. But did you guys see? I don't know if this was legit. I was watching a video some guy, he was in, I think he's in the UK or maybe he's Irish or whatever. He made fake passes to get behind in London to get into the press conference.
Oh, I saw that today.
Holy cow, that was hysterical. The guy got all the way in because he scared some security guard, a limo driver, I think, was like flashing his credentials. Me, you know, I'm a big tough guy. He screenshotted it, printed it out, laminated it, and got walked into the friggin' press conference with Conor McGregor. Friggin' hysterical. I couldn't believe it.
That is nuts.
I was waiting for him to get his ass kicked. That's what I was waiting for.
I know, you get busted. He even made one of Mayweather's eyes a nipple.
Yes, he did. That's how. Yeah, that's
on the badge. On the badge. He's still got badge.
It's freaking great. What was the question he was going to ask McGregor? He said, "Would you fight one? What was it? One Mayweather-sized duck or 50 duck-sized Mayweathers, something like that." but he couldn't do it. He couldn't ask him. He said he dicked out. But I was like, this guy's out of his mind, man.
God, if he would have got caught, it would have been game over.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But it just goes to show you, man, if you really put your mind to it, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Floyd is from Grand Rapids too, so he's kind of got that. He's got that Michigan love, but still, I don't know.
Local love.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be him. I don't imagine how it couldn't be. Because if I don't think anybody's gonna get knocked out, so in the end it'll just be based on points, and you know who's gonna have the most points.
Oh yeah, it won't be a knockout. But I don't know. I might have to watch this thing.
Yeah, just look on the internet day of, and there'll be like a million bootleg live streams.
Well, absolutely, but I don't know, man.
It'll be good.
Dude, who is that over there with an avatar that's a topless chick? Could that get your channel in trouble?
I believe that's Long Schlong.
Long Schlong.
I was trying not to say the name, but
I can't even tell by its 16 by 16 pixels if that's actually topless.
Okay, yeah,
I
just wanted to make you aware of it, Neil, in case you hadn't seen it.
I'm going to go out on a limb.
YOLO.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's not his legal name. So unless she can provide credentials to the contrary.
Unless he's from somewhere else.
Imagine having a last name Schlong. What do you? I mean, imagine it's born with that name. It's out for Neil.
Oh, that's great.
Put that into Google Translate and see what it comes up as.
Long Schlong. This is my son, Little Schlong. I wonder if Long Schlong, when you stand up, do you lean slightly to the left or to the right? I'm just curious.
Just go straight tripod.
That's a legit question. So Neil, have you been riding your Z1000 at all? I haven't seen too much love on that thing.
Yeah, I just ride it to work if I ride it. I don't like go out and just be like, oh, I'm gonna go joyride on this. Really?
I saw your loop. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just got a fucking scrape on my leg and a bruised other leg, but I'm good. Bike's fine.
I'll tell you what broke my heart is you ripped those pants. Those are some epic pants. Man.
Oh God, I know. I was more bummed about that than anything else.
That's the first thing I saw when he went down and you just got right back up. I'm like, all right, he's okay. I'm like, oh, fucking rip the pants, man. Those are America pants.
Can't let the flag touch the ground. I'm now going to get an America flag patch for that knee.
Freaking Monica. Look who's in the side chat.
Dang.
Yeah, I've been seeing her around lately more often.
Yeah, she was doing a Twitch stream the other night.
Yeah, same here.
Right on.
Come back around. Oh, what up, Dab? Oh, the beef jerky scab fell off today, Dab. You'll be happy to know that. I was at work and I was like, ah.
Wait, who's got beef jerky leg?
I did where I got where I freaking looped it or whatever. You can see it got all like jerkied up right there.
Oh yeah.
But most of the scab fell off today. Ugh. But it's not bad.
That just looks like a sunburned dick.
Yep. Time to go straight for them stand-ups. Fucking YOLO. Yeah, it's hard to hit the fucking balance point on them little fuckers. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna fucking get them bars up. Next thing you know, fucking
what the hell?
Bars all the way up.
So we got somebody who's now long schlong apparently for the name. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if I want to say that.
How are people just cranking out these fucking?
Yeah,
I don't even know what to say. I got nothing.
so ridiculous.
On your mouth. Look at these people just cranking out these fake accounts. This is why I get no views. I think all of my subs are just fake accounts from fucking live stream shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's great.
Rip. What's up, Jake?
Are you guys logging in with your fake accounts? Be sure to at least like the stream.
Yeah, drop a like.
Well, how many urban jokers we got in here tonight?
Well, 3 so far.
What's up? What's up, man?
This thing is jacked up, man.
Changed your logo. I didn't recognize it at first.
Yeah, I paid Bill. Billy hooked me up, man. That's why no one recognizes who I am. I had him do a little work for a brother.
Are you the urban joker from the side chat?
Yeah, from the.
You used to be a red star.
Yeah, the red star.
Oh, you're the one that was fucking throwing them stacks.
Yeah, I had the red star 46, and then I told Billy, I said, dude, I got to quit being gay. Do something good for me. So he did it.
You got 2 fucking jesters sucking each other's hips.
No, it looks good. I like it.
Yeah, he did a pretty sick intro for me too. I just we're getting ready to move, so I haven't done nothing, but I'll play it sometime.
God, moving sucks.
Yeah.
So Tim, tell me, how do I get rid of these other urban jokers?
I do not know. There's just 2 now, so it's you and one other one.
If you can click out of one of the accounts, or you can just log off and sign back on with the link or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another one.
Unless Neil can probably kick one of them, can you?
Yeah, but if you kick, you don't want to do that.
The real one.
Kick the non-talking one. If anything, he could just reconnect.
No, because then he'll never be able to log back in with that one. And if it's the same account, if it's a double of the same account, you'll knock both of them.
Neil, take a look at the side chat real quick.
Different. Hold on a second.
Boys, it's real fucking easy. Urban.
Okay.
Close down your Chrome, restart it, and the goddamn.
There you go.
EN187 inches.
Why you
Did
got
see that? That is
EN187 inches?
Apple R.
Where did it say that?
on the side chat. Apparently it's checking in right now. That's interesting. You didn't feel that, right?
Everybody always misspells your name, Billy. I feel sorry for you. It's like having the last name Kreitz.
Dude, no, I got a girl spelling of Billy. It's understandable to me. It's like, well,
You got
dude,
fucking
Billy.
You got Casey
got
Neistat's
the
girlfriend's
E
clothing line for a
at
name.
the end.
Exactly.
Hey, at least
Yeah,
you
man,
can buy her
boys
fucking
spell their
clothes.
name Billy, but if you name a girl Billy, it's Billie.
So you got the girl's name. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
You literally have IE like as a legit spelling.
Correct. Yeah.
Like Billy Jean.
That's like equivalent of me having my name spelled DERICK.
Or Denise.
It's a boy named Sue.
Yeah. Denise X Baker.
What? Denise X Baker.
Xavier.
Baker X Denise. Baker X.
Can you imagine if I had a twat and I fucking was a chick making the same videos and it was Baker X Denise?
Yeah, it could happen.
And I was just talking about fucking spinning the throttle with my pussy hole and shit. That'd be some cool as well.
Clenching that throttle.
Doing some fucking Kegel throttle twists.
Using the flaps like a fucking ripcord on a fucking Beyblade.
Just straight fucking have a thumbnail of my fucking of a throttle getting twisted in my cooch and just call it Kegel throttles in all capitals with fucking exclamation marks. That'd be my first video right there.
That'd be a good thumbnail for the new vid.
Now that I'm thinking about it,
Oh shit!
you have to bust a Kegel vlog.
Kegel throts.
Kegels. Like, you ever done Kegels with your butt?
That was my asshole.
You put, like, most marijuana pipes have this. Like, here you go. This one. Oh, there you go. It's got a little dickhead on the end of it, so you can stick it right up there.
Oh my god.
I found out today that Iceland has a fucking cock museum.
What?
What?
It's a literal. It's called something phallic museum, and and they actually it's literal specimens of cocks from like every species.
No.
Yep.
Oh,
Shade Tree has arrived.
What's that?
Dongatorium.
What's that liquid called? The formaldehyde or whatever that shit you like preserve shit in or whatever.
Formaldehyde.
Yeah, like it's
Oh,
all like fucking
Oh my God.
animal dicks and shit. And I think there's human dicks and everything too in there. And it's
It's
just a
the-
fucking museum of dicks.
Dude, I just Googled it. It's the Icelandic. What is it called?
Dongatorium.
Fuck.
It's a,
No, the
it's a
Icelandic.
cocatorium.
Okay,
No, it's
now,
a
please tell me.
philological museum.
Please tell me
Icelandic?
the logo on the building.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Are you serious?
It's a little cock on the building,
Yes.
like in some fucking art.
Oh my God. I would have thought this was a fake site. This is
Now
ridiculous.
look at images under Google. I'm sure you'll see some
I'm
specimen pictures.
afraid. I'm afraid.
I saw a
Go to-
whale cock and some chick standing next to it, and it was taller than her, and it had like a fucking anteater tip.
Holy cow. Holy cow. Guys, look, I'm just going to. Oh my God.
You guys thought I was fucking joking?
No, dude.
You didn't believe that was a cock museum out there? And Iceland of all
Just check that.
Josh is here. Josh is here. Josh.
ballots.
Whoa.
Shade Tree.
Whoa.
That's what we call that, an art exhibit.
It's a cock exhibit.
It is a cock exhibit. Talk about wood.
Shade Tree, I wish I could just let you I could just freeze you in that position and get a DSLR and just take beautiful shots of you right now.
Some majestic.
It is. It's like a lion.
Like you're a profile picture right now.
Yeah,
It's like
do some
Three
sexy
handguns,
poses
a
there.
fucking gas tank, and a fucking sexy.
you're like a lion
Got
after
the
you ate
crouching
a
tiger going on now.
That's my wrestling move.
He is looking magnificent.
Well,
Very
you did.
magnificent.
Like, no, that's not even fucking cool. No, that sucks. Back where you were, your original position. It's like a lion. Just as soon as you finished a horse.
You look like you're just waiting for like yeah, bitch. I know you're gonna suck my dick, and you're just waiting for it to happen. You're just sitting there, tossed with your one arm on the table, one on your side, just waiting for shit to get down.
Unzip it yourself.
That's
Right there,
what I'm
that
waiting
right
on the
there.
computer to fucking
Like
do.
someone's gonna come from out of frame on the left and just be like, and fucking pop it right in it.
Skull fucker on best score.
Well, thank you.
God damn it, Billy! I fucking totally forgot about that shit.
I totally had to ruin it, didn't I?
I stand up for a living, so I've perfected I'm waiting for something. Stand
Yeah.
over the years.
Is that what you look like at the register when you're waiting for people to buy drinks that are fucking dicking off you long?
It depends on whether I'm being a dick or not. Like if somebody
Show
comes-
us. Okay, I'm gonna give you a scenario right now, and after each scenario, show me what you would be like in the bar. All right.
No problem. Just give me a second to think about it. So
Yeah.
do the first one.
All right. So
for Shade Tree Improv.
So two gay guys walk into your bar, and they go up to the bar, but they don't acknowledge you yet. They spend 5 minutes talking at the bar about whatever was going on in their day, and one puts his arm around his buddy and goes, "Hey, guy," and then the scene proceeds from there. What would you do in that position?
Hey, guy.
Hey, guy.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Oh, you're just thinking about. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's the look.
That's the
Oh,
look.
that's the look. You're just like you don't even acknowledge it.
You're like one now, bitch.
Yeah, we have gay people in the bar all
Yeah, I
the
was
time.
gonna say you're in Gay Bore City. I bet you get
Yeah.
gays in there all the time. It's
Like,
not a big deal.
At any given time.
It was nothing about them. I'm just like painting a scenario.
Yeah. But if a couple, and trust me, like there's a lot of gay dudes who hang out at the Shame on the Reg. But if like a couple of little fag boys who like fucking are just like want everybody to look at them and are being twinks and shit like that, it's the same thing. Like I say this all the time. Like you go out and you see a drunk dude and a drunk chick trying to eat each other's face off at the bar, and I'm just like, man, that's fucking Jesus Christ. Get a goddamn room. It's just ridiculous, you know. The same thing goes for faggots. Like. I'm sorry, dude. Like if two dudes are at the bar fucking trying to grab each other's dick and fucking making out, like, hey, I'm gonna tell you to knock it off. It ain't because you're gay. It's just because you fucking. That's not how you roll in public, motherfucker. Like, sorry.
Exactly.
Oh, dude.
I don't think I can come up with any more scenarios now.
Dude, speaking of that, Dude, I did an expose on a bar today. I was like, "Can I film your bar?" Last time I was over there, I just fucking ran past this bar, and I was like, "What?" I turned around and went to the bar, and it was a kind of cool atmosphere. It's like, "Can I film your shit and do like a video on it?" They're like, "Yeah." So I went back today, filmed a whole bunch of shit, sat at the bar, started drinking my free beer, and said, "Hey, you know what'd be a cool night? Gay night, and you put no faggots on the door, like on a sign. That'd be hilarious." And it just goes
confusing. The guy at the end of the bar is a fag.
Oh,
Oops.
shit.
Gonna take you to a gay bar.
Now, what some guy came in your bar and said that he'll do a handstand on the bar stool and butt chug a bottle of JD right into his asshole in under 10 minutes. And if he does it, he gets it for free. Would you do it?
I would do it.
That's a spectacle right there.
As long as somebody had a camera.
And he said you could sell tickets.
Shade Tree, do you allow butt chugging in the shame? I don't know if that's
There is no shenanigans at the shame.
no shenanigan. No.
No shenanigan.
The butt chug.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
The minute somebody comes in and like I tell them to stop doing something, they look at me like, "Hey man, we're just here to have a good time." I'm like, "How about fuck you? Go do it somewhere else." Good times.
This is not a bar about good times.
Yeah, I wish it doesn't make sense because you guys haven't been there. DeFobra has.
It was a lot of fun.
But like
there was no butt chugging.
I'll fucking yell. I'm like, "There's no dancing allowed in the dirty shame. Sit down, drink your beer, and no dancing."
Wine enemas prohibited by law.
I want to say, yeah.
You never saw Steve-O butt chug on Jackass?
I could see Steve-O doing that, but I've never witnessed it. No, I'm sure.
He actually
I
put a beer bong tube in his asshole and fucking beer into his asshole, and then I think he sprayed shit out.
Dude, check this out about Steve-O, man.
Yeah,
Steve-O's a badass for one big reason in my head. It's because he was the last student that graduated from Ringling Brothers College. The last one.
Dude, Steve-O is my fucking hero, man. That guy's so awesome.
I like how he came back with his YouTube, and now he's like legitimately like a fucking YouTube star all over. Like he's like a star all over again, but on YouTube.
That's one of the things I love about him. That's a dude who never stopped grinding. He's never. I feel like that's a dude who's never made like $1 million.
He's still grinding at 46 years old. 46 years old, and he's still fucking pumping.
Oh, he's 46. Wow. I had no idea.
I just saw him in the news, like he lit himself on fire and got like all these severe burns. I just saw that.
Yeah, if you follow him,
he did it when he was 14 too. He decided to fucking
Instagram stories.
At 14 years old, he decided to approach. I think it was Thrasher magazine. It was something like, or maybe Big Brother. Yeah, Big Brother magazine. Wow. And he's like, "I'll fucking give you some footage." And he did his first backflip with a fucking arm on fire and blowing a fucking fireball with his arm, with kerosene in his arm. And he lit on fucking fire and burned his fucking ass off, and he made cover.
Yeah.
And I know, Billy, I know you probably know all about his fucking scene in the fucking carny shit, huh?
Oh yeah, he
was big in that shit.
This is what happened. He was in Florida, and he heard about the last year of Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey College, and it was 1997, and they announced that this is the last year of fucking Clown College. You want to fucking do it, you do it. And my grandfather wrote the curriculum for Clown College. Wow. So technically, Steve-O was the last person to pass my grandfather's curriculum. My grandfather passed away in 1999, and they carried it on for a minute. No, sorry, 1989, excuse me. And they carried it on to 97. And he was the last fucking person to pass. And he passed with flying colors, but Ringling Brothers refused to hire him.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah. So
Joseph said that Steve-O did a fire angel in his living room.
Oh, that's on Instagram when he talked about getting burned, I bet, huh? I saw that on Insta.
Now, his burns were fucking serious, man. It was so fucking gross. It was like he had these huge fucking blisters, like huge, hanging off his arm, and he could like move it back and forth, and you could see like the liquid sloshing around.
Oh no!
Shut up. Snappy.
He had one good one on his finger, and he was like doing the ET thing. It was like huge, right on the tip of his finger. It's fucking. But you know what? That's why I fucking love Steve-O, man. That dude's a fucking champion. Like, what a champion, you know?
He's done some stuff. I mean, he's kind of an accidental role model for a lot of us because you're like, dude's an asshole and awesome. So he does ketamine. So let's fucking snort some ketamine. Holy shit. Methamphetamine, what's that?
So fucking crazy ass.
Yeah, he still is fucked, man. Do you know, I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, he went off on whippets so hard in his apartment that there was whippets all over the floor. There's little cartridges, you know, the nitrous cartridges that you get for whipped cream machines. And you can put them in a cracker.
What's a whippet?
What's a whippet? Yeah, you know.
Is that like a dog?
There was frozen and split balloons all over the place. There was cartridges all over the place, and he had one cracker in his hand. And that's when Johnny Knoxville and Ryan Dunn walked in and said, "You got to take you to rehab." And that's what saved his fucking life, dude. He was done. The whole apartment was fucked. They did MTV Cribs at that same time. And he was living with some military guy. He's like, dude, I'm kind of messy, but my roommate is really fucking clean. He's in the military. You can bounce a quarter off his bed. And Johnny walked into the fucking living room or his bedroom, and he's like, yeah, it was all fucked up. There was jizz fucking condoms everywhere. He's like, yeah, you could really bounce a quarter off that bed. Idiot.
Yeah, I mean, that's reality. That was YouTube before there was YouTube, man. That's a zero filter, you know?
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
You say on YouTube, even on YouTube, there's a filter because we all edit our own videos and we show what we want people to see, you know what I mean? But that's like, I don't know, man. That's what I always like. When I first started doing YouTube videos, like in the back of my head was Jackass and Steve-O and that whole thing, man. Like 100%. Yeah. What's up, Jake?
Hi.
Jake. Oh, you're back from flying? High flying?
Something like that.
Did you fly today?
Did you break a prop?
No. No.
Did you crash?
Something like that.
Did you even get
Oh no!
What
He
happened?
messed up his canopy.
You hit a tree?
Didn't mess
Don't
anything
tease
up,
me.
luckily. I think I went full gimbal lock 5 feet off the ground, though.
Uh-oh.
It's just fucking, the wind was real inconsistent, and I probably should just be more patient. I probably should just packed in and said fuck it after the first attempt, but
What does gimbal mean?
Yeah, what's
Nothing's
a gimbal
broke, right?
lock?
I don't.
Did
It's
you break
not.
anything?
No, I didn't break anything.
Okay, fuck it.
I pulled a muscle in my leg a bit, but I'm all right.
Well, that's fine. Fuck, as long as the prop and the fucking
Nothing expensive is broken. Nothing's broke. I'm all scratched up. You know when the grass gets really tall, it's like sharp on the corners.
Oh shit! Yeah, razor grass.
Cuts you the fuck up, man. Yeah. I got little blood splatters here and there on me, but I'm all right.
Cool, man.
Looks like a fucking cat got pissed off at me.
All right, so no bruises, no breaks. You're good, right?
Nah, just a few small scratches. I'm fine.
So in like 5 seconds, you became part of the ruffian.
I've come down on one before like this. Like I've had like a up like it came up as soon as I was like 5 feet off the ground. That fucking glider was just pitching me all over the place, and I was like, yeah, I think the wind has changed directions on me. And then I just fucking tossed me sideways, and I said, okay, I'm killing the motor. I'm coming back in, whether I want to or not. I'm about to come back down.
I'm lying.
I killed the motor and took the crash position. Yeah, well.
What's the crash?
Well, hey man, at least you got your
The crash position is the
and
position room of the crash.
Like the crash position. Hold on, let me turn my camera on. Is this the crash position? Is it kind of like this?
I can't see you. Your arms are a little preoccupied, but I think
It's like whoa!
I bet my eyes were pretty big. It's like, oh, dick! I'm sure a pro could have flown out of that no problem, but I'm still fucking noobed out.
I don't know.
Man, that's what freaks me out about. You know what? I love riding motorcycles, and I feel pretty confident anytime we get on a motorcycle. Even off road now, I feel pretty confident. But like flying and boats, that's like a whole nother level.
Man, boats you can drown. You gotta be careful on boats.
Well, no, I mean I can swim just fine, but you gotta know.
Yeah, but you can't swim. You get knocked the fuck out.
Like it's not. You can't just like jump in a boat and go like I'm just gonna drive around in my boat. Like you gotta know what the fuck you're doing. You can fuck yourself up like real fucking bad. We hear about it all the time here in Florida because every motherfucker's got a boat down here. People die on boats constantly.
That happens up here too, though. Yeah, I think it's just like anywhere with water. You know, like
it's a boat thing.
I don't know. For what it's worth, I've had a few little rough landings on the rough moments, I would say, on the paramotor, and I don't know. I've fallen off bikes. Bikes hurt a lot more. There's a lot more speed involved.
The paramotor is right on point with a boat or a motorcycle, just because like nothing's stopping me from going out and buying a boat and doing whatever it is to take my license and hauling ass into the middle of a fucking storm and killing myself.
Yeah.
Nothing's stopping you that on the paramotor either. Like a motherfucker who flies a little Cessna, that dude has been through so much fucking training, you know?
No, you'd be surprised. Not really.
I feel like
license fly a Cessna pretty fast. I don't know, dude. Hey, risk and reward with everything, man. You just gotta.
No.
You know,
I get it. I don't
know, man. It sounds bad to say, oh God, you had taking off on a paramotor, but you're not going that fast. Like everything is like, it's like, oh fuck, I'm gonna fucking slide to the ground kind of quick. Damn
I just imagine like you like fall over and then the blades land on top of you and it's like some fucking.
Well, no, because you're strapped to them. How are they gonna fall on top of you?
I don't know.
How could it possibly fall on top of you? You got a cage with a net. Nah, that can't happen, dude. One of the most dangerous things about that with the prop is when you're warming it up because it's not on your back because you're standing there holding the fucking thing with it on the ground and you're revving it. That's why some fuckers will only warm them up on their back, and it's not a bad idea. It's just it takes like fucking 10-15 minutes to get them up to temperature. So like,
hold on 1 second. Urban, can you hear us? Can you speak? That's a no. All right, go ahead. Proceed.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, you said, you gotta you sit there and get it all fucking going. That's when people get hurt. That's because they'll throttle it up and they'll fucking knock into them and shit, you know? And then the real dangerous thing in paramotoring is water. Paramotors water, because you get an engine out and you crash into the water and people they don't unbuckle from all their shit. Like if you're fucking over water and shit starts going wrong, before you hit the water, you need to have all your shit unbuckled. You need to be ready, so when you hit the water, you're just like, and I'm off.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
And skydiving is the same thing, man. You gotta fucking know how to do a water landing, or the current will fucking kill you.
Because even if you don't have the weight of the thing, you have the current there. But in this case, you have a metal motor on your back. It's just
also what Jake's talking about. Jake's talking about also that he's not expressing yet that they teach you is that parachute, that canopy will fucking catch current just like it catches wind, and you are done.
Yeah. I've seen, you can look it up. There's multiple videos on YouTube where people are fucked up over water and they're like going down, and you see them, they're still in the seat, right? I mean, they'll get to the point where their arms are even out of the shoulder straps. I mean, you're still in the seat, right? And all you're doing, you're just you're fucking controlling you on the brakes, and you're just like trying to guide her in. You're like, all right, here we go.
Oh shit, dude, I'd freak out.
And then they've got these flotation things you can put on there that, like, if you are gonna go over water a lot, it's like these little fucking canopy things that go on the side, these little tubes with those sensors, and they hit the water with like a CO2 cartridge. You know, these doohickeys inflate real fast. But a guy I know in Austin fucking smashed into the water with one of those. They said they work. He said if you ever run those, he said just take a big fucking breath, because he said the thing's gonna sink all the way to the bottom of the lake before you come back up.
Oh yeah.
You're back above
the first steps, like if you're doing a water landing under a canopy, the first steps is to fucking undo your harness as quick as possible.
Yeah.
And get the fuck out of it. As soon as you hit the water, you should be able to get the fuck away from your parachute.
Oh, dude, a lot of the guys, they're like 3 feet above it. They're just like, I'm out.
Yeah,
definitely, motherfucker.
Because it will fucking drag you down.
Yeah.
Dude,
watch all those lines, dude. Yeah.
I hear you.
All right, we're good now.
Some technical difficulties.
Even just under a canopy too, man, it'll drag you down. I mean, without the motor, without the fucking prop or anything, the chair, just fucking in a harness, dude.
Will it?
That's enough to fucking pull you.
Yeah, especially once it gets wet. I'm sure it's heavy. I'm sure it just waterlogs you down.
Cordura is not a thing to get wet.
I'm still more fucked up though from yesterday. Doing a good landing and getting the fuck bit out of me from some ants.
So was she landing some fire ants or something?
Yeah, I fucking finally pulled off. I landed. I did a good landing. Like I came down. Like I technically put a knee down right at the end, but I kept the whole thing off the ground. And I was like, no, fuck that shit. I'm calling. That was good because the grass is like knee high, and it was hard as shit to judge it. You know, like it's hard to tell like exactly when you're about to come down on it. But I was like, yeah, I did it. Woohoo! What the fuck? Ow, 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 ow. It's just ants all over.
Man, there's people who've never been fucked up by an ant pile. You don't understand. It's like getting bit by one ant. You're like, that's annoying.
Oh, I've been bit by about 20 on one of my legs here.
Get bit by a couple hundred and have to go to the hospital and get a shot because of it.
Welcome
to growing up in West Texas.
We got things here that bite you and they make your legs fall off. I've been bit by a brown recluse and I had to get some shots in the ass for that. And some weird shots. I felt all sick as fuck.
Shit with those.
It's like when you fuck a dirty hooker and you leave the cheese in between your thigh and your nuts.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking the same thing.
Lump. You leave it right in the force. Tip of your dick rods off.
Oh shit! Like staph infection from a fucking pussy.
Remember,
this field that I'm flying out of, I had to scope it out for snakes the first time I used it, like hard. Really? Especially the grass is tall now. I usually you can see them from driving. If you're driving around in the truck, you'll see those fucking. It's like a weird. You know what it looks like in the grass. It like what the fuck is that? You know it's a snake. Just a weird like straight. It's like a wiggly line suddenly of grass being moved around, and you're like, huh? There's definitely a lot of rabbits out there, but they fuck right off. Rabbits are like, holy shit. Something's coming.
You'll never see a snake coming though, man. They're the snake. I don't care. Every time, and dude, I've owned snakes. Every time, literally, almost every time I've seen a snake in nature, it's startled. Like I didn't see it coming. You know what I mean? And somebody else fucking disagree with me. Like every time I've seen
it's the same thing.
Hiking, or when I'm out on the dirt bikes or something like that, I see snakes all the time. I was just like, oh shit! Like it's already close enough that it could have got me.
One of the things you have to watch out for here this time of the year is like if you're going for a run or a walk in the evening, or if you're out dicking around in the country at about sundown, they will sneak up on you because that's when the diamondback rattlers come out from wherever they've been trying to stay cool all day, and you if you're not careful, you will walk right over one, step right on one.
You know what my parents have seen a couple times lately, and this is weird because we see coyotes and shit all the time, but they keep seeing bobcat. They've had twice now. Bobcat jump in the backyard and just fucking walk around. And my parents have like a little fucking deer chihuahua. I'm like, man, you need to watch that motherfucker because that bobcat he will pick that thing up and hop over the fence like it nothing.
How the fuck are you gonna have a chihuahua in Texas? There's so many large like killing animals there.
I don't know. I've got a little half chihuahua thing. I don't know, man. I found mine. Actually, their chihuahua was a rescue too. I don't know, man. It's not like we fucking got him on purpose. Well, we did, but no, I didn't. My wife found it.
It just seems dangerous. You're just like don't get attached to it. A coyote might carry it off at any moment.
Coyotes don't really jump over your fence though. If you got a proper fence, coyotes, I mean, they can, but then it's not really their fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Where like a bobcat will he'll walk up to your fence all fucking like it looks like he's about to fall asleep. They do it so lazily. It's just like a house cat, right? And they're just like, I'm most lazy. Look at that fence. Wonk, and just over the fence. Like, and even the jump is mad. It looks lazy somehow. I don't know how cats do that. It's fucking bizarre, man.
See, that's why I don't think I can. As much as I want to move from New York, I don't think I could live in these other places, man.
Man, it's rare shit. Like you're not have to worry about stuff biting you or anything.
Bobcats and snakes and shit. I go down to see my parents.
But you know, like bobcats and like coyotes to you as a human, you just fucking make some loud noise. They run the fuck off. They're skittish. They don't want to fuck with you. You're way too big for them.
The main thing you don't want to do is sneak up on a bobcat or go into an area where the bobcat's cubs are.
That's why I make a lot of noise. I have a lot of flatulence. I just fart all the time when I'm in nature. I warn them with smell and sound that I'm coming. and they fuck right off.
Here's one about Florida. It's the same thing. Most wild animals just run away from you. Jessica and I went kayaking on Sunday.
Kayaking.
And when you go kayaking in Florida, it's people who aren't from Florida don't understand how many alligators are here. Like we go kayaking down the river, we literally like with our eyes see hundreds of alligators.
Yeah,
they're everywhere.
I'd stick to the pool.
Like, well, it doesn't matter though because they don't fuck with you. Like you kayak down the river and they're literally far enough that you could go out and poke one in the eyeball. You don't fuck with them. Like, don't be feeding them hot dogs and jerky.
It's like, oh look,
hot dogs and bologna.
Hot dog.
But if you just do your thing, like the gators don't fucking care. They take prey from the shoreline. So if you're at the shoreline, everybody who grew up in Florida knows this. Don't go around the rivers. Don't go around the retention ponds. Don't go around the shoreline at dusk.
Definitely don't go around. Like, stay close to the shore. Like, stand close to the shore is the dumbest thing you can do in Florida anywhere.
Yeah.
But if you're just like kayaking down the river, they don't give a shit. You just fucking go down the river. Like they just go away from you. It's like a bird flying away from you. You don't even think about it.
Yeah. We have them here in Texas too. Hey, why did that fucker Dexter just feed his dead bodies to the fucking gators den? He was in Miami, right? Are they in Miami?
Fucking everywhere, dude. Miami is the lowest part of Florida.
Does anybody know what show I'm talking about? Remember that show?
Yeah,
HBO? Yeah. Because he was always going to these great lengths to like put him out in the ocean. It was like, just feed him. You could have like a gator as your best friend. A big old fat gator. He loves you. He's all, oh, what's up, dude? What's up, Dexter? You bring me some bodies? All chopped up. It's all easy for him to eat because it's all half chopped up and shit.
That's almost realer than you fucking think, man. Because there's this animal trainer that worked for a circus and a carnival that lived very near Josh, like real close, like in Lithia, and he had a tiger farm, and his wife disappeared. Oh no! What happened to his wife?
How convenient.
And if you know about fucking tigers, man, they digest everything. So they'll eat your bones, and their fucking acids can digest the fucking bones out. Shit. At the end of the day, they rinse the bones down this drain. And at the end of the fucking drain's day, it just ends up in a big vat of everybody's shit. So he fucking fed his wife to goddamn tigers, dude. No doubt. His name's Dr. Antle.
There was
he fed his wife to the tigers, not he fed his wife tigers.
There was a dude who killed his whole family. He killed his whole family. He lived right down the fucking street from my old house. Dude was a crabber. Killed his whole fucking family, and then put like they obviously never proved it because dude never went to jail. But you know, his wife, daughter, and son all disappeared. You know, mysteriously, and the whole thing is like. Motherfucker cut them up, put them in the crab traps.
Wow. Yeah, there you go.
That'd be a lot of work.
Fucking up there.
Wouldn't there still be bones left though?
Yeah, well, yeah, like to be scattered out though, right?
Yeah, you just throw them away. I mean, what are they gonna do? The bay is a big place, man. You couldn't find it. They still turn up a dead body that's been fucking sitting in the bay for fucking 5 goddamn years, you know?
Yeah, that lake that's right by my house that I'm always riding around, which is where our water supply comes from. Got some kid just like a week or two out there fucking around a boat. Something happened. He didn't come back up. They still haven't found him.
Damn.
And I know it's out there, but I mean, if there's a big body of water, if there's a body of water, there's bodies in it. That's why they're called bodies of water.
Well, you know, the lake, like our main lake here in Tennessee, next to the Dragon, is a Douglas Lake, and there's another one, Norris Dam, but it's a long ways away.
Where's the fugitive dam?
Deliverance is a true story, you know, and
I thought Deliverance was in Georgia.
No, well, it was the first dam that was flooded in the Smoky Mountains, so it seemed. I mean, everybody fucking argues over it, but dude, Douglas Dam is our local dam. It's the biggest one, and it just seems like those motherfuckers are still butt fucking each other under that lake somewhere. No one knows.
Still like fucking.
Squeal like pig. Come on.
If you
like fucking Pirates of the Caribbean and shit.
If you listen closely on a cold night, if you listen closely, you can still hear him groaning.
You can still hear the sack slapping.
It's a wet, echoey sound. full of melancholy and longing.
Oh God, that's gross.
You're hearing the banjos playing.
My roommate just asked me if her music was too loud.
Who is listening? Who is listening to some Alanis Morissette back there just pumping it up?
Yeah, it is. It is. You're right. Nice. This is not Alanis Morissette. That's the fucking.
You get some zombies going. Zombies.
Cranberries. She was a singer.
Is it? I swear it was Alanis Morissette.
It's the Cranberries.
All right.
Oh yeah, that would be ironic.
All right. You know gay music better than me.
Hey, he
yeah,
knew the
well,
song
if
he
I
was
got-
talking about.
That's awesome.
I always fucking hated that song. Ironic, like even when it came out on the radio, I remember I fucking hated the shit out of it.
I hated the fucking chick.
And
I
it's
like
like,
her.
you know why? Because it's like, you know, and like I haven't flown a lot, so maybe this strikes close to home. It's like, oh, he flew for the first time and then he died. Isn't it ironic? I'm like, no, bitch, it's fucking tragic. It's not ironic. It's all
But they're not talking. You're talking about the Cranberries.
No, wait a second. Even as a kid, I'm like, man, go fuck yourself. You're like, isn't it ironic? No, it's not ironic. His whole family missing their father now because he died in a fucking plane crash.
So hold on.
People, that's not ironic. That's a goddamn tragedy. You dumb
It's not
Hold on, you were personally offended. Well, that's hold on. That's what I was gonna say.
Hey, Big Easy. Slow down, Big Easy.
Punch a hole in the wall.
Josh, you were personally offended by Alanis Morissette talking about that. Did you really?
If I ever saw that,
It's not even Alanis Morissette. It's the fucking.
If I ever saw
No,
that.
but hold on.
Let Josh talk about Alanis Morissette. Go
All
ahead.
right, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Oh, I got another question for him. Go ahead.
What?
Josh, what would you say if you saw Alanis Morissette?
What I just said.
Like, yeah, the 1,000 mics.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, I'm because it's fucking tragic. It's bullshit. It's like this bitch sings this song about like this guy dying in a plane crash. It's not ironic. It's fucking tragic. The guy's whole family's like, and I get it. It's just a song. It's just a hypothetical situation, but it's fucking bullshit. It's not a whimsical, ironic situation. The dude died in a fucking plane crash. Go fuck yourself. I always fucking hated that.
Wait.
This very like just this fucking whimsical, like lilting. I'm a manic pixie dream girl kind of way. I'm like, man, fuck you, bitch. What the fuck do you know about loss and tragedy and death and somebody's family going like, my father's last moments were total fear over the annihilation of a plane crash. That's not ironic. That's horrendous.
Wait, is that what that song's about?
That's part of it.
I think she just lists a bunch of like ironic situations, and
Oh,
she,
yeah,
lyrics
like it rained on your wedding.
No,
rain on your wedding day? Oh no! That's so like comparable to somebody losing their father in a fucking plane crash.
somebody's getting amped up. So I hear you're a big Alanis Morissette fan.
Oh my god! You don't know how many times I have to hear this fucking song at the bar. People, I'm gonna take it. Actually, you know what? I'm taking it off the jukebox tomorrow. Taking it off the jukebox.
Do it. Ain't nobody need to listen to that shit no more.
Yeah, right. You know when you're closing up, you go up there and you put in your fucking quarter. You're like, I'm a bitch. I'm a mother. I blast that shit.
Shit, the jukebox at my bar, it's like a fucking $1 to play a song.
Oh, dang. Getting all your money.
That's why it's never played. That's why it's quiet all the time.
I hate when you go and you like
Twins shirt on.
I hate when you go in there and you drop a bunch of dollars, like, oh, I'm gonna get all my jams going, and then it just never plays your fucking songs, and you're like,
and you're gone by the time the shit comes.
yeah, you're like, go fuck yourself, shit, jukebox.
I skip people's songs all the time.
Oh man,
all the time. It's like, oh my god, are you gonna play Fat Bottom Girls for the 4th time in a row? Fuck off.
You have one of those digital jukeboxes that like goes from the internet, so they got like everything they want.
This is the best song ever.
You always want to like play something funny, and you're gonna go like.
Can you put those on there? Can we get theme songs to sports on it, please?
No, because there's a whole bunch of like soundtrack songs.
That's NFL on Fox.
And like
NBC's
people will
isn't
play
as
them,
good.
and you see them in the corner. They're just like, oh, I played a stupid like soundtrack song.
I don't know why.
And everybody's gonna listen to it and laugh. I'm like, no, they're not, because I'm gonna skip that shit.
NFL song, they want to play some fucking Blitz. You ever play that shit?
Yeah.
Oh, play Barbie Girl, man. That's way better than goddamn Alanis Morissette.
Leaky's bike said, "Fuck you, Alanis is my cousin." What you got to say to Leaky's bike at Shade Tree? Oh, he's like, fuck him. He ain't even worth my time, and he left the room.
Oh boy.
Hey, Leaky's, fucking go ahead and give us your rundown on your fucking life experience with Alanis.
Don't do it. I don't want to be here for this.
God, wait, what are we doing? We're like both doing that. We're like a little off of each other there. Okay, let's not do that again.
Who else?
We're gonna get.
I got a redneck heart on. And you.
Urban, if you're playing something copyrighted, you gotta fucking take
See,
it.
when I do these things, I'm very careful. I do about 7-8 seconds, and I cut it
You're gonna
down.
fucking trigger his channel.
Get my first strike.
It won't be a strike, but
Dude, that's not your first strike. I fucking pulled out my ass, and Derek was like, "You got a fucking Sharpie butthole." And
Oh yeah, I think I did get a strike at one point, but it fell off.
like a legit strike, like where it said it expires in 3 months, and it's one of those.
Yeah.
Shower. I'm triggered.
I can't remember what it was for. It was a long time ago.
you got a strike for my ass about 2.5 years ago, dude.
No, that
Oh,
was me.
you fucking bitched at me about it. What are you talking about?
No, I said don't get me a strike.
And I pulled out my ass and I got you one.
No, I don't think I never got one for that. I went back and paid that.
Oh, maybe not. Now you're fucking making me question myself. God damn it.
I don't know what it was for.
Oh boy.
Well, if you want another one,
Got the ass ready to present.
it's cocked and ready, motherfucker. I mean, you should see it. One in the chamber.
Is that ass cocked? You ready for the eruption?
Yeah, Sharpie and everything.
Oh Jesus.
When you say when you say it's ready, I just think of that video that whoever posted in the faggot forest. I'm just like, nope.
Oh, where the fucking turd pops out? That was so funny.
Oh my god, it was Nero. Nero fucking.
That was fucking disgusting.
That was so fucking funny, dude. I laughed so hard. Showed up to like 20 people in the bar. Oh,
And she acted like it was like, oh, this happens every once in a while. Every once in a while, my fucking turd, my turd cutter shoots out.
You're about to get old Neil fucking copyright strike right now.
I'm just trying to see if I can get you going again.
You're going for it, aren't you?
Oh, what? I kissed a girl and I like it.
That was like 5 seconds of that. You'll be fine.
That was
It's not people play the song like it's not the worst. Like, you know what? And there's a difference. Like people go like, oh, I never want to hear this song in a bar. But when you got like 100 people in a place and like a party anthem comes on, it's not a bad thing usually. You know, people usually just get into it. Even people who wouldn't normally listen to the song anyway. I can get so into the minutia of music at bars. I don't listen to music when I'm at the bar almost at all, because I listen to music at 110 decibels for 14 hours a day. When I'm not at the bar, like I'm just like, man, I don't want to fucking listen to nothing. But when I'm at the bar, you got to keep it perfect. Music can kill a place in a heartbeat. Anyway,
Just like that sound of silence.
Sound of silence. That's what Richard told me. I can't tell you how many times Richard has said, "There's nothing that'll stop somebody from coming in a bar like silence. You never let the music stop, ever." There's some places you go into, they're like money hungry for the jukebox, right? out some Neil Diamond at the bar. That doesn't bother me.
Neil Diamond.
Who does it? Who could ever hate Neil Diamond? Does anybody hate? Let's ask the side chat. Does anybody hate Neil Diamond? I feel like it's impossible. How could you hate Neil Diamond?
Can't be done.
Nope.
You'd have to try.
Can't hate a Neil. I don't know. Maybe good.
Like, and especially that song. How could you hate like Cracklin' Rosie, man? Like, that's such a fucking awesome song.
Did you say Cracklin' Rosie?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard that one. I think I've heard that one.
No more Sweet Caroline. I don't want to hear that. Fuck off. I hate that song.
Is everybody coming there, like all the drunk peeps, and come in and play some fucking Don't Stop Believin'?
Yeah, I actually
cut that one off, and everybody's like, oh. And right in the middle of it, you just cut that shit off, and everybody starts booing you.
No, I'll fucking. That's my favorite thing to do. You know what? It's not even Don't Stop Believin'. You know what song I love to skip, and it's so bad because it's a great song. Is Rolling Stones' "Paint It Black."
Oh.
And see
that gets old quick.
Yeah. But like motherfuckers want to play that in the bar. It's not a party song, you know. It's not. It doesn't get the mood going. And yes, I always say this. Like if someone will like play Rolling Stones like "Paint It Black" on the bar, and it starts up, and I'll just look over to whoever's next to me and like you might hear everybody in the bar say "Oh" at the same time. Skip.
What's your? All right. So what is?
Thank me later. Thank me later. You don't want to listen to this in the bar.
So what is your go-to get the fucking bar bumping song?
Oh fuck! Almost anything by Queen. Queen is always good. I play a lot of. God, I don't know, man.
2 Live Crew.
No, now you fucking put me on the spot. Now I'm fucking blanking. But yeah, Queen will do like a Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, like you know, exactly what you would expect, man. You know,
Highway to the Danger Zone.
Yeah, Kenny Loggins is great, but not Highway to the Danger Zone. Danger Zone is a bad song for the bar because it's too even. There's no peaks to it. And so, like, when you have a Danger Zone, it's just like it's like a flat curve all the way through the song. A great bar song is Playing with the Boys. Footloose is a great Kenny Loggins song for the bar. Mighty Wings, even by Cheap Trick. That's an awesome song for the bar if we're talking about Top Gun soundtrack. But you got to have like peaks and valleys in a song to get people going. Like,
got to get them amped up.
Anyway, I could talk about the science behind that for fucking ever. This is boring for everybody. Somebody change the subject.
So somebody's mentioned it earlier, and I looked it up online. I guess they're gonna drop a Ninja 400 in the U.S. Seems like kind of a pointless category.
Yeah.
Like why would you?
Why would you not just make the 300 more powerful?
Yeah, or just
the beginner riders are the ones that make the fucking companies the most money.
Yeah,
that is true.
And so it's like that step up, like, oh, I'm not going to get the 300.
It's a lot easier to tell somebody that's never rode a motorcycle to buy a fucking 300 or 400 than it is to tell someone experienced to fucking buy this, that, or the other because it won't work with that guy.
Yeah.
So in a salesman perspective, I can see that they can just fucking cash in and make a million beginner bikes rather than making a dope ass leader bike or a fucking 600.
Yeah, it's like the whole like Ninja 300 thing. Like, what a great bike it really is.
I think that bike is fine the way it is. God damn, Jake, how much are you gonna fucking do that shit?
Yeah. Enough jams.
Get out of here with that.
Get out of here with that.
But like, and Jake, you're in the middle of this right now. Like, when somebody's selling somebody a beginner bike, like, there's got to be a little bit of a. It's got to be a little weird sometimes. You know, it's like you're selling somebody a beginner bike. You know they're gonna thrash it. You know they're never gonna get their money back. You know, especially if you're buying it new. Like, buy a beginner bike used, please. Like, buy it used. But in order for you to buy it used, some motherfucker had to buy it new.
No, buy it new. Buy it now.
Buy it from Jake.
Yeah,
Buy
exactly.
two. Get one for you and your girlfriend. She doesn't want to ride on the back.
When somebody's like walking into a dealership, they're going like, "I'm gonna take that Ninja 300 with, and let me also wrap into my financing a helmet, a jacket, an exhaust,
only get money off when you do it then."
and like wrap all that shit up." And you're just like, you got to be looking at them as a salesman, going like, "Dude, just what? Like that's got to be."
Well, if you're gonna think like that, they're gonna go somewhere and do it. And you might as well make some fucking money. You know what I mean?
No, I can't.
Have you broke somebody's neck yet, Jake?
I haven't done too much at all. It's been kind of whatever up there. But I mean, let's see. I don't know. I remember one guy came in. He just took the class, like the riding class, and he wanted to test ride a Rebel 500, but he also wanted to test drive an FZ07. He was between the two. And I started him on the 500, just told him to ride around the parking lot. He came back over. Like, he signed a whole waiver, and I told him when he came back over, I was like, yeah, you're not going to take the FZ07 out. You need to buy this 500. Because he just was I was like, he was looking down. He was being super sketch. And I was like, yeah, you're not a very strong rider right now. And honestly, that little 500 is going to be a lot more fun for you anyway, because it will be, because it sits real low. It's an easier bike to ride. If you're, because some dudes, I mean, like, I love to ride it out on a 600. I didn't, you know, some dudes hop on a bike and they're fine. They get it. And some dudes, they need a little time.
As much as I hate Honda, I really dig the Rebel 500. I think that's such a great...
Yeah, they did a cool thing with the 300 and the 500. You know,
I think that's such a great bike. Like,
you know who fucking loves those things? Indian dudes, man. I fucking sold one to an Indian guy. Like, he walked in as we were closing, like 5 after, and wanted to buy one, and I was like, all right, fine, whatever. I'll stick around for that. And, well, I mean, you know,
whatever. I guess I'll sell you one.
It was like nothing. And then the thing is, too, those guys, like them Indian dudes, you know, they have money and credit. They're like they're always like engineers or some shit. Like, it's like, it's not even a problem. It's like,
I'll take a dozen.
Yeah, because that's the thing, man. I've already figured this out a bunch. Is you'll spend a lot of time with some fucking people, even people that don't like. You don't even look dicey, you know. You're like, this guy looks like he's got his shit together, and they've got delinquent charges and all this shit. You spend like an hour and a half with them trying to fucking square them away. They finally run a credit app, and you're like, well, that's been fun. Thanks for wasting my time.
Yeah, you damn roach.
It is what it is, you know. You're just like, all right, well, shit.
I mean, I don't know.
Your bill's off.
I bought plenty of things new. I don't have anything against buying new. I've been fortunate throughout my life that the things that I've bought new, I've been able to do that. I know that's a fortunate thing, but I've just liked it just because there's zero problems. Every problem I have on a new bike I bought has been my doing.
I don't think I'd ever probably buy like go out and just be like, I'm getting a brand new motorcycle.
I don't care. I bought
hey, Jake.
my dirt bike, and I bought just a dirt bike brand new, and I don't feel bad about that at all. Because every dude I know who's bought a used dirt bike,
used dirt bikes are fucking, man.
My God, dude, they're so fucking clapped out, man.
Yeah,
so clapped out.
Hey, Jake,
and there's a big price drop, but like I bought this thing. It's an XCW. It's the 300. Like, I'm never gonna get rid of this bike. This is probably the last dirt bike I'll ever own. Like, why would I buy a different bike ever?
Well, that's, yeah. You'll buy another dirt bike, but anyway, go ahead, Derek. What?
I was just gonna ask you. This guy asked me, which I don't have the expertise in, but this guy said Leaky's Bike It said, how does bike purchases work in the USA with credit? Here in Canada, I can't get any toys unless credit is spotless.
Well, I mean, you know, unlike a car, like a car is a necessity. So you can have iffy-ish credit, you know, and you can still get something, right? But the way the banks look at a bike's a fucking toy, man. So you need to have
fairly decent.
Fucking finance through Harley, they'll finance just about anybody.
You know, there's a Harley dealer right next to us, like literally next to us, and people walk over there all fucking day getting denied. And they're like, "Oh, good to know. I'm gonna try over here," and you're like, "You're gonna get denied here too." End of the day, it's the same fucking, like, everyone's using different. You know, they got different underwriters in a sense too, but you know, a lot of fucking banks are banks, man.
Typically, it has to do with just how good your of an interest rate you'll get, right? Like if you got really shit credit, you can get it, but your interest rate is going to be stupid.
I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of people denied. I don't know. Another thing too is I noticed I mean, you can get some you can get down to like 2.5% on some of these loans, but often the rate's not. People are used to a car rate where it's way lower. And again, like they look at these things as toys. They're just you don't need it at the end of the day, and they know that. So
don't you though?
And bikes can the bike. Like you need to repo a car, you'll almost always find that fucking car. You need to repo a bike. Bikes are hard to fucking find. People will fucking stick it in Bob's shed down the street and fucking let it sit there for 7 years. For real, dude. You know about shit like this. I know a fucking friend of mine literally lives around the corner from where I live, and he's got this SV650, and he was asking me about it a while back. He goes, "You think I can get this thing legal?" And I was like, "Well, you stopped paying on it like years ago, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." Well, no, it's probably considered stolen at this point. Whose name was this thing? And he's like, "Well, an old girlfriend of mine." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, you need to get a frame for this thing, and then maybe we can figure something out if we do a frame swap on it. But otherwise, this thing is fucked. It's basically a stolen bike. In fact, don't get caught with it." I got denied for a used CRF 50. You shouldn't be trying to get credit on a CRF 50. You could have amazing credit. You're probably not going to get. You're going to get denied on a CRF 50 because it's a fucking $1,500 bike, brand new. You just buy it. I'm reading that's all-wheel drive in the comments.
That's fun.
Well, yeah, like some of that stuff's so cheap. Like the little Ruckus scooters and shit. Like a guy tried to buy one from me the other day, and they wanted $1,600 down. I was like, yeah. Like if it was a normal bike loan, that wouldn't be a big deal. But it's fucking $2,600 scooter. You just need to buy it at that point. Just save up for a few weeks and buy it.
Buy that shit.
I would say he's just kidding. Good. I
Well,
hope so.
and it's the difference between like there's different arguments for it. I mean, there's plenty of people who say like don't buy it unless you can afford to buy it cash, and that's fine. But I financed plenty of bikes because it's the difference of like, hey, if you have 10 grand. And that's all the money you have in the world, and that bike.
Yeah, and you keep that capital, and you can put that money to work for you sometimes too. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to just spend all your money.
Don't like drain yourself to buy a bike. It's like figure it out. Like having $10,000 as opposed to just dropping $10,000. It's way more. It makes so much more sense to have that money and make that money work for you than it does to just drop it on something.
Oh yeah, when I got both the Z's at the same time. I just paid the Z125. I just paid that in full and then put some down on the other and got a loan for the rest.
Say hi to Jessica. Rare appearance.
Hi, Jessica.
That's a very lifelike sex doll.
It's all right.
Oh my god, JJ, are you tagged in this on Instagram? Yeah, you are. Did you see that somebody photoshopped you next to Alanis Morissette with a little pic that says, "Isn't it ironic?" That's so great.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a good one right there. Out of your fucking tirade. That is too good. Mothman 46. Fucking well done, sir.
Oh, Mothman is fucking good.
Some dank memes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Wait. Just waiting. I'm out.
I love the Photoshop stuff people do, man. I need to repost this one here. I got one here that says like it's like me and Dan doing a heist like with a paramotor or something really funny. Yeah, that's good. I need to repost that one. From the producers of Lethal Weapon comes Payday. Oh man, that's just good.
I fucking miss you guys, man. I haven't been on here in a minute, man. I think I'll tell you this, and I know I say it in chat. I think about you guys often.
Sorry, it's been kind of hit or miss when I can do them, guys. But
well, no, I mean, I not even that, man. I've been missing out on it, and I think about you guys a lot, mostly when I'm taking a shit or I'm masturbating. I mean, if you could do both at the same time, you actually like, you know, 2 birds, 1 rock. 2 birds, 1 nut.
2 birds, 1 cock, 2 nuts.
That's disgusting. Yeah, let's sound off in the comments. Who's ever masturbated right after they took a shit while they're still sitting on the toilet?
When the air's all fresh and you're just in the zone.
I think it's worse to masturbate and then go take a shit.
beat that one right out of me.
Then you're wondering what to do with your semi-chub on the toilet. And you're like, whoa.
You gotta try not to slap the rim.
Try not to fucking dip in the water like a fucking blue whale.
You better first, because you know you're not putting that boner in fucking while you sit in the toilet. Remember, fucking be like,
let that thing sit on your fucking tap. Anybody anyone ever been sick, right? Like you're like have diarrhea, sickness, and you go take a shower and it hits you again and you diarrhea shit the shower.
I can honestly say
it's
I've never done that.
It happened to me one time, and I remember.
Well, if you felt it coming, wouldn't you just be like, all right, I'm gonna step out of the shower real quick?
Oh, well, when it's bad, you don't have time to feel it coming. It's just like, whoa, like it's like a sneeze hits you.
Well, I'll tell you, I've thought about it because I don't like sitting on the toilet seat while my ass is wet. Like, I hate that.
Oh, yeah, that is weird.
That's the worst. That and, like, the toilet paper falls apart.
Oh, you just got to get back in the shower and spray your ass cheeks. There's no point then.
That's the worst, though. It's like you get out of the shower, you're drying off, you're brushing your teeth, you're like, oh, fuck, man, I got one brewing in the oven, I dropped deuce. I'm just like, I'm still wet. I don't want to do this because not only is my wet ass cheeks going to be on the toilet seat, which I hate, as I said earlier, I already hate
But you just clean, too. You can't wipe, right? And you just clean. Like, everything's fucked. It's all fucked at that point. You might as well just give up and start school back over. It's all, I don't know where that was from. Where was I going with that? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's all fucked, right? But anyway, actually, I remember shit in the shower one time and like trying to move the shower head all around to get shit to go down.
You're going Play-Doh Fun Factory on the drain.
Yeah, you're smashing it with your heel.
I'm gonna get these nugs through. You put on the star filter on the drain. You're like, I'm making stars over here.
Oh, then you obviously you completely need to re-shower at this point. Like, I mean, you're still showering, but like all the work you've done up to that point's now been reset. So you just start over, and then you just take like a good fucking. You got to open like the body wash goop, and just squirt a good fucking little dop right down the fucking drain. Like, I think it means you just kind of squirt some on the floor too and move it around with your foot. You're like
freshening it up.
I love Neo going like, just put the star filter on.
Oh, dude, totally. Yeah. What's that called again with the Play-Doh? What's it called?
Play-Doh Fun Factory, dude.
Yeah, what's it called? What are those things called? The strudels or something?
Oh, I don't know. It makes like this spaghetti.
You
get the spaghetti hair, the star.
Yeah, I had this funny idea that I think that was like Mad TV or SNL ended up making a commercial about this funny idea I was having for it. It was like one of those like star-shaped things that would fit on your asshole so you can make funny poop shapes into the toilet.
What?
Yeah, like
seems like that would get real messy real quick.
Oh, I mean, obviously it was a joke, but like it was like a fun way to learn shapes and colors for kids. So like where you'd sit on the toilet, you'd sit like on a half moon shape or a triangle or a star, and you'd shit through it.
Oh my god!
Good lord!
God, that would be funny. It wouldn't really work, but it's funny to imagine your shit in the shape of a star.
That's not funny to imagine. I've imagined it several times.
You're right.
Perhaps even a dozen times I've imagined
it. SCM pool shit evacuation protocol. Yeah, that pool, man. That shit switched colors in the morning.
All I'm imagining that fucking pool is just it's like a cup of noodle. Like it's just like
it literally is like a chicken cup of noodle.
Yeah, it's just like I imagine the water looking like that. I imagine it smelling like that. I want to look in there like I'm gonna see little fucking slivers of carrots.
I remember waking up the next morning because I'm always an early riser, even if I go to bed in the middle of the night. I'm fucking drunk, and I remember waking up, opening the door, and there's dudes just passed out in lawn chairs by the pool and throw up on the ground, beer bottles all over the place.
That was logically insane.
Yeah. Well, he was
I
like
lifted him into the fucking thing.
Yeah, we all had to help him up and shit, and I was fucking like trying to get him to go fucking night in the lawn chair, and he was like just, oh man, that was a good time. But yeah, I remember this year like people just ended up like it was basically like the room was pointless to have. Like these guys were just like knocked out outside on the fucking lawn. And it was funny as fuck. And then what's cool is like when everyone woke up, I went back into bed and I woke up a little later and like next thing you know, like the whole thing was cleaned up and people were like cleaning it up and shit. So I thought that was really awesome.
Well, that guy, yeah, the hotel dude, like, because I even asked him about that. I was
him
like,
too. No, him and then like a bunch of other guys though. Like,
well, he hired a bunch of dudes to come in that next day and clean it up. Because I even asked him, I was like, "You want me to help like clean up, man?" Because I went out in the morning. I was like, "Oh God, this place is fucked," you know. Like I don't want him to like tell us we couldn't do it next year. And he was like, no, don't worry about it.
We always expect that cleanup like every year, but thankfully, like, you know, the past few years, people just take it amongst themselves, do it.
Yeah. Get up and just clean up.
I tried a bit, but then, like I said, those guys were coming through just like crazy, cleaning stuff up. They're hosing off the fucking. They're hosing the puke back into the pool, which was probably makes sense because the pool was so fucked at that point. I mean, you're just gonna have to throw a shit ton of chemical in it, and
they were just filtering out the corn kernels that were floating around in it.
Yeah, like seriously, there was like a haze. Like the pool just looked fucking wrong, man. And it was fine the day before. I jumped in that. I even jumped in it the day of the meet, but I did it before everyone else jumped in. I floated in it for a bit, and I got out.
People were shitting, pissing probably in that thing. I wouldn't say they're shitting, but most
definitely that thing's definitely.
Jake's jumping in.
They're not shitting, but there's butt particles in there. Like,
well, that's always going to be a pool.
Everybody that's in there, like you know, you want to think everybody's a human being, but not everybody knows how to wipe their ass right. So you know, there's like some butt particles in that motherfucker.
And then people drinking like crazy, they're just pissing in that thing. You know, they were.
Oh yeah, everyone's drinking on the edge of the pool and fucking sitting on the edge of the pool. So yeah, everyone's pissing. They're only gonna go all the way to the room and fucking dry off and shit. Everyone's pissing.
Nah, I mean, I whipped it out and just pissed in it at one point. But
imagine this year and Jake comes and he's like, "Oh, first one in the pool," and then he has one of his episodes and just fucking blasts Brown, just ruins the pool for everyone.
I don't have that.
Stop it down the drain. Like, it's all good, man.
There's just a murky brown cloud emanating from you as you're swimming around doing a breaststroke.
It's episodes.
Jake Brown under.
Dude, Neil, I'll tell you, man, when I was making that stupid, like, this is what happens when you smoke marijuana one time thing, I was like looking through your, and I deleted it, by the way, because.
Why?
Oh, well, I found that guy on Instagram and YouTube. Like, he's got a YouTube channel. He's got a YouTube channel. He's got an Instagram.
Skippy?
And I watched all of his Instagram videos, and I was like, wow, this is actually, like, really interesting.
You're talking about Skippy?
Skippy, yeah, no, he's got a YouTube channel.
Yeah, when I looked at the message on Facebook, I fucking looked that shit. I clicked on that link, that the YouTube one, and dude, that's fucking crazy, dude.
Oh my god, dude, it was so it was too real. It was too real.
So
how creepy was it when like that girl, like, look at her fucking body reactions and her facial fucking expressions, and, like when he was dancing with her on the one that was on E-Bombs, and fucking like he was like had his arms around her, and like she was like literally feeling like she was like she looked like she was at a serial killer's house and was like thinking of her fucking like plotting her escape. And then at the end of the night, he goes, and I shit you not, he said it just like this. He goes, I'm gonna ask you this nice, but can I please have a kiss? And she's so fucking creeped out, and she goes, you know, of course, like
it got real because it's like reality TV. It's TLC, so it's reality TV. You already know it's already set up, but you can look at her face and go like, this shit is not real.
Her eyes are so creeped out. And then she goes, she goes, does a kiss on the cheek count? And he goes, no, I mean like a real kiss. And he's like, literally, it's so creepy. Like she's literally basically saying no probably 2 times, like blatantly at this point. And this guy's literally pleasing it. And it's like so creepy and cringy.
Pleasing it. It's true though. It's like because when we saw the. Okay, for everybody who's watching right now, we gotta get a little bit of backstory. Like we shared a link earlier.
I'm gonna piss real quick.
That was it's called the Virgin Diaries, and it's like this guy named Skippy who's a 34-year-old virgin who lives in Utah, and it was just like a little tiny documentary about a date that he went on. Turns out afterwards, the dude's got a YouTube, and he's got an Instagram, and I had made a meme with Neil and him. And I deleted it because I was like, I watched some of his YouTube videos, and I was like on his Instagram. I commented a couple pictures. And I was like, he's weird as fuck, but I was like, man, we're all weird as fuck. Like I don't know. I just like I was watching his videos.
You took it down out of respect to Skippy, not me.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. I was like, yeah, he's weird as fuck. Like I get that, but he's not. He ain't making no apologies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Was this the guy that like the spent bong water? Is that the one you took down?
Yeah, no, that was that meme with him. That was the dude in it. And I watched a couple of his YouTube videos, and I looked at his Instagram, and I was like, and it's still weird. I'm not saying like I was like, oh, I understand him now. Like he's still weird as fuck. But I was just like, I just had to say, okay, you know, I don't want to make fun of the dude because. He's being real. You know,
I mean, you can continue to Photoshop my pics however you want because that was great.
That's like
Shade Tree dropping them dank memes.
That picture of you like sticking your tongue out looks like so fucking evil. I love it.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what happened to that. I'm the redneck that don't understand any technology. I was like, where the hell did this shit go?
Yeah, I deleted it. I was like, I don't want. It's so nice and all those videos. I was like, I don't want this guy to see me making fun of him. He's like so too nice.
It's out there.
He said, I'm a redneck that don't understand technology. And I was like, where'd this shit go?
I'm telling you the truth, man. I was like, what the hell happened to this? It was kind of funny.
Wait, what did he do? Delete a comment?
He's trying to
Wait, what was
trying to show someone that dank meme and then it was gone.
Oh. That shows. I'm sorry, man.
If you guys want to follow him, he's I am Skippy on Instagram.
Yeah, I meant to do that. I subscribed to his YouTube.
His YouTube is okay. So he hasn't made a video in like a few months, and I commented on the video because the video was so good. It was so like cringy good. I commented on the video. I was like, man, I hope you make more videos, like, because this was great. Because I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, I wish you made one of these like a couple times a week because this is gold.
Dude, you know what I'm tripping on? How the fuck I am Skippy was available. That's such a dope username. Like that could have been like some fucking genuine like viral dope account.
Yeah, I can't believe this dude hasn't gotten bigger than he was. And I looked at his one video that like really good one. It's the dating advice video. If you go on his YouTube, he's got this one video. It's like 9 minutes long. It's Skippy's advice on dating, and it's it's so fucking real.
On his Instagram, 3 days ago, he's got a picture. I'm gonna post it in the fucking chat. He's got a picture holding the girl just like I was talking about. The one I was just talking about, I was all creeped out. He's got a picture of that on his fucking Instagram, and I could see the haunting in her face.
The haunting.
Yeah, I'm just saying, be nice to him when you get there. He's got a gentle soul.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you can't see the haunting in the face.
Shade Tree feeling soft tonight.
No, I want because you watch this video. I feel the same way about King Cobra, man. I love King Cobra. He's got like a gentle soul, man. You can't hate the dude.
Dude, you know what's funny? I still watch King Cobra. Thanks to you guys that one day bringing them up, and I still actually fucking watch a video here and there from him.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Well, he uploads too much. He uploads like
that's why I can't.
Five 30-minute videos a week. You ain't watching all of them.
I'll watch the ones that like you know which ones I'm talking about that got the really intriguing titles.
Yeah.
Sometimes he'll sit there for 2 or 3 hours and he'll have 10-minute stretches of time where he says nothing. He just stares at the camera and smokes a pipe.
Tim, he's back. Yeah, he does that, doesn't he?
Dude,
Yeah.
I bet he
Who's this
smells
again?
really bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking,
Yeah.
dude.
So bad.
BO and old sherbet.
And well, cigars and shit,
Dude.
and tobacco.
Who is this again? Who is it?
King Cobra.
King
Yeah.
Cobra.
Okay, I've got to figure this out. Hold on.
He'll fucking kill you, man.
It's King Cobra JFS.
Yeah.
And he's like comedy gold. I just can't watch all of his videos. That dude is prolific.
Yeah, he's all kind of things, man.
I haven't watched him in months. I guess I need to go try to backtrack a little bit and get caught up.
No, you don't.
No, you can jump in.
No,
You just pick up where you left off. You'll be just
Exactly. You can jump in anywhere.
fine. Yeah.
All you guys in the side chat that don't know who this is, he's the guy next door to you that wants to play Dungeons and Dragons, but you're kind of scared of him.
And he has severe mental disabilities.
Yeah.
Dungeon and Dragons pocket pool.
That's like obviously severely autistic.
Yeah.
I like him.
How can you hate on the dude? I mean, he's never an asshole in his videos. He's never
No.
he's never
Yeah.
a dick, you know?
He's a fascinating study in humanity and how humanity can, I don't want to say mutate. That's probably not the
And
good word.
and in the essence of humanity, thinking that he has to have been balls deep in 100 pussy holes by the time he's 34.
Good Lord. Good Lord.
He could just be that one person that just looking for the right cooter flap to dip in. You know, he don't want to he don't want to settle for some mediocre cooter. He's
It's
trying
out
to
there
get that
somewhere.
fucking he's trying to fucking rescue Peach and Bowser's asshole.
He could be like a sleeper dude too, like a sleeper car, right? You just never know what he's capable of. You just look at him and you're like, oh, fucking pussy.
Oh my god, that was the best. When Eric posted a comment, when somebody was like, I bet this guy has the worst cock. Like, yeah, it's covered in a bag.
I was just gonna mention that. I did find the funniest comment I think I've ever saw on the fucking on anything. Some guy wrote under that guy's video, he goes, I bet this guy has a horse cock. And then a guy replied to that comment and said, yeah, maybe a severed one in a Ziploc.
Yeah, that was awesome.
He actually reminded me. Dude,
The creativity of some people, man.
Man, I worked at this stupid theater. Like, I worked at Spotlight. And this fucking Spotlight next to me, like everybody, you know, of course you work at Spotlight, you need a fucking dude to do it. And the dude next to me that was working another Spotlight, he always fucking weirded me out or whatever. And long story short, he ended up getting arrested. And they found a 2-liter Coke bottle full of blood and semen under his bed. Here I was fucking talking to him every day.
Oh my god, dude. Personally, I've never filled up more than a pint glass, 2 liters.
It's a 20 ounce.
Right? It makes a good treat.
Oh my god. Like, let's hear. I want to hear from y'all because there's so many. YouTube is so fucking massive. It's so massive. There are so many bizarre channels. Urban Joker. Oh my god, with the look.
Everybody show some love.
Dude.
Holy shit. Joker. You must be made of money or something, man.
He's giving you like
No, you do not have
tonight.
to. Yeah, you do not have to do that.
And you need to buy me a drink when you go to wherever the SCM, whatever it is you guys are going to.
I will buy you all the drinks.
The SC damn mem.
Urban, you're coming through to SCMM?
No. I'm heading to St. Pete in the next month, and I'm gonna visit Josh at the Dirty Shame.
Yeah.
We got that planned out, man. We'll show you a good time, brother.
That'll be sweet. God, I gotta get down there.
I tried to reach out to Josh one day, and I was like, because I got a lot of family in Tampa. And I called my brother-in-law. I was like, "Hey, man, will you go to the Dirty Shame and drink some beer, and then like try to give him one. I wasn't thinking about it. It's like, of course, the fucking bartender can't drink a fucking beer. You know, but he did it. He showed up. I told him to slap Josh. Didn't happen though.
I could drink beer if I wanted to. I choose not to.
What's he doing with Chuck Norris? This Skippy dude is mesmerizing me.
Again, it's about.
What's that all about?
I know, Tim. Dude, right? I fucking got sucked down the rabbit hole with that guy. I'm not even gonna lie. Like anybody who hasn't done it, like just go start looking at his YouTube, start looking at his Instagram. You're just gonna be obsessed with the dude in a minute.
Like Cobra.
Exactly. No, it's exactly like Cobra. He's like a Mormon version of Cobra.
It's funny. Cobra is like probably more entertaining than half of the YouTube channels out there. Just hearing the guy sit in a fucking chair in his fucking living room and talking to a fucking iMac.
Yeah, and there it is, and there's the rub. The dude is more entertaining than half of YouTube. Like that's. And so let me hear. And that was what I was trying to say earlier, and I want to reiterate that YouTube is so fucking massive. It's so massive. There's like, what is it? Something like years of videos are uploaded every fucking hour or something like that.
Something like that.
And whatever it is, it might be every second. Like, I don't fucking know. But there's so much content that you'll never fucking see. Ever. It's
impossible with that info.
What did they say? It's like every minute or something, like X amount of years are uploaded worth of video content onto YouTube. Can you imagine how big their servers are?
A minute or something crazy. It's a lot.
So, like, let me hear this. I want to hear from the side chat. What's the weirdest channel you watch?
Shade Tree Chursion.
Oh yeah, come on. There's weirder ones.
Super Deluxe is kind of fun, but he goes all over the place. I had to unsubscribe because it was just too much weirdness.
I like
through to the good stuff.
I like all
Rednecks Gone Wild.
Man, those are my favorite.
Dude, check out Rednecks Gone Wild.
I want to say Video Game Donkey is one of them because after I fucking found out he actually has a channel with him and his girlfriend, and I seen him, like it was so weird because it's that typical thing where you're like, holy shit, that's not even what I was expecting. This guy's got like some New York fucking accent and shit, and he's just, I don't know, it tripped me out when I saw him, and then it got weirder.
Shoe Nice, dude. Shoe Nice creeps me out pretty good.
Oh, Shoe Nice is like classic.
Oh, I love Shoe Nice, man. That guy's super fucking creepy.
Poor fucker.
I'll tell you, if you say the weirdest channel is any of our channels, you have not scratched the surface of YouTube.
No doubt. What's another one, dude? Kid behind the camera. That's cringe. Like, you fucking want to see real life cringe? Go see Kid.
I'm trying to think deep, like into the. I'm really trying to think of an underground one that like no one would know to try to like get out there. But that's really hard to think.
Like, I'm always looking for like the next like super fucking underground weird.
I've got a lot of subscribers, or I mean subscriptions from fucking like 2007 era and 2008 of like, you know, when YouTube was weird as fuck, and I'm trying to think of like,
well, okay, here's
I'm
one
still subscribed to that are still there.
Here's one for you and all the side chat, man. Booze and Bozo. That's some weird fucking shit.
That's a crazy motherfucker right there.
He fucked, man. He's probably fucking kids or some shit. That fucking guy's Jesus,
man. So this dude over here says Shuck a Cuck. Is that a real one?
I'm sure it is.
Dude, I watched that you ever see that one? It's like what the fuck, bro, or something, and it's just like remixes of like fucking news anchors and shit.
No,
it's kind of funny. What the fuck, bro?
Djibouti Dubs is pretty funny. He's an OG.
Yeah, that's right.
You guys have probably seen him without knowing it. He's one of the guys that overdubbed the old fucking like ShamWow fucking video, that viral one, and the Billy Mays things. But he's got recent ones like 2-3 months ago with 60 Spider-Man. Holy shit, that is so mad. It's so much funnier than any of that Billy Mays shit and the fucking infomercial shit. And I highly recommend you watch those. They're so fucking comedy. And then the other ones with Scooby-Doo recently, and like he's been doing these since like 08, 07, and he's still fucking relevant and funny as fuck. I guess that ain't weird, but I mean, like, he's like out there with shit, and he don't ever clean himself up or nothing. He's pretty good with this shit.
Dang, Monica, thanks for that OG status.
What about this guy who just sits and smiles for 4 hours at a time on his video?
The one who got robbed on camera?
Did he? It's Benjamin Bennett.
Yeah, the one who sits and his whole fucking thing consists of like 4-hour streams of him smiling at camera. There's one of them where like someone was breaking into his house and they open the door and they see him there and then they fucking dip.
So the best one, eat that pussy, 445. I think it wins.
Eat that pussy, 445.
Said it's getting shut down because all the gay trolls. That's what it says. I just looked at
Dude, oh my God. Speaking of that, dude, I did an expose on this fucking bar next to me. I fucking love it. It's fucking great food. It's called Screwball on Highway 411, way back in buttfuck Egypt. And I was sitting at the bar, and they were talking about ladies' night and this night and that night, karaoke night. And I was like, you know what would be a good night? Gay night. And you put a sign on the door that says no faggots. And the waitress says, there's a gay guy at the end of the bar. I fucked my shit up. Did I already tell that story?
You did earlier.
Well, he might not be gay.
Were we off air?
But his boyfriend is.
It's fucked up. It's like it's just a really rare occurrence. It's like one of 5 gay dudes in Tennessee.
Yeah, I mean, he was black too. Just kidding. It is, man. That's funny to talk about, dude. I rarely see a black guy or a man in a boa and fishnets here.
Oh, George Romero died? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
what? I didn't see that.
Yeah, he died, I think, yesterday.
Oh, shit.
I wonder what he thought about. I mean, that guy created the zombie genre, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Created it in when did Night of the Living Dead come out? Like 1960 or 61? I mean, it was a long fucking time ago. And he created it all the way back then, but it didn't like just jump start in popularity until like the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
And just out of control. I just wonder what he thought about that. Like, think about like, hey, I created this, and then like 40 fucking years later,
the fucking godfather of the zombie shit. Imagine if he came back as a zombie.
Probably already has. Or
because I mean, you think about it with the whole like with the popularization of zombie stuff. That's so recent. I remember in the 90s, like there was a couple zombie movies, but nobody thought about them. Like I remember watching Day of the Dead was the big one for me when I was a kid.
Or even before that, man, Night of the Living Dead, where it like is the first ass you saw in a movie, right? It's a fucking dead ass.
Scared me. It was Day of the Dead, and what was the other one? God, there was another big one. It was a funny one. There's a funny one. It was like Not My Boyfriend's Back. But that song was in it.
Return of Living Dead?
No, Fido. The one of the
There you go.
Yeah.
That shit was awesome. What about Stitch? Where he got stabbed in the face. No, he fell on a knife at a birthday. He was a clown, and he fell on a knife, and it went through his fucking head at the birthday party.
You know what I remember? Like the zombies becoming a big deal, and I still like. I'm not a zombie guy. I don't think that's that's not my monster. Like it's whatever. It's just not my monster. But is when 28 Days Later came out. And I remember like going to see 28 Days Later because all my friends were like, dude, this movie's intense. You know, it's really fucking crazy. And I still feel like 28 Days Later stands the test of time. And that was the first movie that had running zombies.
Yeah, and it's a good movie, man. That's why it's a good movie too. It's like fast paced.
I never saw that. I actually have it and I've never seen it.
20 Days Later.
Oh, dude, check it out.
Movie. It's still I'll watch it now. It still stands the test of time.
Check it out.
It's a great fucking movie. And that was the movie that it invented the running zombie. Before that, zombies were like shuffling. things, but 28 Days Later was the one that invented running ones.
Fast fucking undead Freds. All over the place.
And
Dude,
again,
that
I'm not a
might-
zombie movie guy. Like, so, I mean, take it from that. Take it from somebody who doesn't like zombie movies. I think 28 Days Later is a phenomenal film.
Man, that fucking tracker that I ride every once in a while now, it's a fucking zombie because that fucking engine locked up and for some reason it decided to run. It's a fucking zombie bike. Should be alive.
I like that. It's a cool bike.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The owner, Ruger's son, is pissed off because he saw my video of dumping it. He's like, why don't you let him ride some of your bikes? So there's a little drama going on in Sevier County over me dumping someone's bike.
I imagine it's the talk of the town.
Yeah, the talk of the town. Billy fucked up Christian's bike.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh.
Somebody speak.
What they keep asking where the Rocket 3 is.
That's just, if anybody who knows, I'll say this to everybody who's asking, anybody who knows the story behind why it's taken so long knows why I don't bother them about it. So it will be, the Rocket 3 will be done when it's done.
Yeah. Can't look a gift horse in the mouth, right?
No, you can.
You're brave.
I've never really, can you look horses in the mouth when they just bite you? You get pissed?
Well, you can look at their teeth. Come on.
We haven't played Queeflesh in a while.
And we're not going to. Good night.
We should.
Let's do it.
I was actually thinking about wrapping it up because it's getting kind of.
Oh, wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Let's get right into
Getting
the
kinda weird.
hash.
late for me.
It's all good, man. It's good. It's good hearing y'all's voices. I feel like I haven't been on in a minute. I think it's only 1 week, but it feels like forever.
Thank
Good
you.
hearing you guys in the side chat too. This is the whole reason that we do this, is y'all in the side chat.
Mm.
It's true.
Wrap it before you tap it.
No way. Let me tell you something right now. There are two things Shade Tree Surgeon don't fuck with: rattlesnakes and condoms.
Shit. All right, guys. Good night. Sorry, I'm cutting this one a little short, but I just got to get this week wrapped up, and I got a lot of shit to do.
Night.
Good night. Don't
Night.
crash. Don't crash to that paramotor.
It's not real. It just kind of sounds like
Later,
it.
Neil. It's good to see
All
you.
right. Yep. See you guys later.
Bye-bye.
I'll tell you, Jay. That whole like don't crash a paramotor thing is actually kind of scary. Like I've spent time thinking about that. I'm like, man, I don't want to like hear about like man dies in paramotor accident, because I feel like it's. I mean, it's got to be on the same level, but more than.
Fucking just really depends on where you live. You ride a bike, it's fucking dangerous as shit out here riding a bike because people are stupid and they can hit me. And
No, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. There's danger. Like,
yeah, of course there is. I mean, but I'm saying like, where does it stack up against other shit? I mean, people aren't getting fucked up like you think they are in this sport. They're really not. I mean, there's many people doing his motorbikes, but I think like on like a percent scale, I think it's right there with motorbikes. But I mean, like, fuck yeah, everything's just you just do your best. You'll be fine.
yeah, I think like it's a fun activity. It's got to be amazing. Like just like jumping off the ground and flying. It's got to be amazing.
Yeah, it's badass. But like it's if it was easy or if it was no risk, it, probably wouldn't be as fun to do. Then would it?
How high were you in that last video when you were cruising in the air? Because that looked pretty sketchy.
Well, that's easy. Once you're up in the air, it's fine. That's when it's like the easiest because you're just cruising.
I think it looks fantastic. You look good in the sky. The sky fits you. You're good.
Jake, I think you were born to fly, buddy. Them and your fucking plaid dad shorts. Like those are just born to
I did. I was wearing the total dad shorts. I was doing that, and I was like, oh, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, Deep South, why the fuck would I start a live stream when we're on a perfectly good one right now? It's perfectly good. It would sell for like $1,900. The air box is clean and everything on this.
One owner at a time.
Yeah.
So
God, one of us. Do.
You're Alanis Morissette. That sounded perfect. Like,
Wait, who sings that? I actually don't even know.
Marilyn Manson.
Oh, I thought so.
What is that?
Dude, I
fuck
had
off.
so much fun the other day making that mosh pit video with the Titanic song. That shit gave me so much pleasure.
I gotta get back in the loop and know what everybody's up to. I gotta stop working this normal job. That's what I need to stop doing.
How are you liking it, man? Are you digging it, or?
Yeah, if you stay off air, I'll tell you some stuff. But I mean, it's cool plays. I just there'll be some changes coming soon.
Joan Osborne, Jake.
Yeah,
That's who it was, I think.
Urban is good. Yeah.
I keep thinking, you guys, who runs here? You guys aren't Mac, right? Jake, you know you're Mac. Backers, you're not.
Nope.
Yeah. I feel like this is such a dangerous question to ask. Like I want to start doing like some gaming on Twitch, but I know I need to like get a PC. I'm just like, man.
I don't know. I think it depends what you want to fucking play. I mean, there's plenty of beefed up. Are you still using that little Mac thing?
No, I got a nice one now.
Okay, yeah, because I don't think that little one would have been up to the task.
Yeah,
but
no, I got a nice one.
What's that stupid Z World fucking game on here? And it was fine on this thing. It played just fine. I don't know if you're gonna run a bunch of other programs.
You know what all I want to do is play GameCube games. That's all I want to do.
I might be fine, dude. You'd probably be fine. Because like, you know,
that was like the last system I remember like loving video games.
Yeah, that's like pretty low performance. Like the Macs are so weird because it's like the specs on this Mac I've got now. Like if it was a PC, you'd be like, it's a run of the mill PC, but it's in a Mac, it just works different. I don't know, man. It's like having like a 200 horsepower motor, but having that in like a fucking Mazda.
I wish I could like somebody could come over to my house and just show me how to do it. Yeah, because it's
there's YouTube tutorials. There's a couple things I know you got to get.
I know, but they're all so long.
I just don't know if they got those programs and they'll work on Mac proper.
Yeah,
those are probably engineered for PC
stuff. I'm just like, how do I play Super Smash Brothers on my Macintosh, and also like let people watch me and my